Goku and Vegeta were training on planet Beerus. One day, an unexpected visitor arrived on the planet. It was Champa, the god of destruction of Universe 6, Beerus's brother. After an argument, they decided to put planet Earth and the Super Dragon Balls at stake. Goku was in charge of gathering the participants of the tournament, arriving on Earth using his instant transmission. He managed to recruit Super Trunks, the fusion of Goten and Trunks, Majin Buu. He went to recruit Piccolo and headed to the sacred temple. Piccolo accepted immediately. It was then that an event occurred that would later harm Goku. Someone had summoned Shenron, but it was the Red Dragon, coming from much more powerful Dragon Balls, which had been created before Piccolo separated from Kami-sama. These individuals asked the dragon to turn Goku into a child. After granting the wish, the Dragon Balls scattered throughout the universe. The villains escaped while Goku did not pay them much attention, especially since nothing seemed to have happened to him. The tournament began, and everything happened exactly the same as in the original story. Vegeta defeated everyone, with his final opponent being the assassin Hit, who had a strange ability that allowed him to skip through time. He defeated Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue, with great ease. Beerus, watching as a spectator, was furious. Whis exclaimed, "Lord Beerus, your energy is getting out of control. Please calm down." "I don't care," Beerus replied. "If we lose, I'll kill Goku with my own hands. It was his idea to get me into this problem." The final battle was about to begin. Goku stepped onto the platform. Goku praised Hit. "You don't waste time moving. You're very strong. You defeated Vegeta, but I've seen through your trick."
Hit, impressed, replied, "No one can see through my technique. It will only take seconds to finish you." The fight between the two began. Goku's words were true. He had discovered the time skip. Hit said, "Once I confirmed that he jumps through time, I attacked with everything I had." Goku screamed as he transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. Almost instantly after transforming, Goku's body shrank, losing his godly state. Everyone was shocked. The most surprised of all was Beerus, who shouted, "His divinity, his power has become incredibly small. That bastard is playing with me. Enough!" Then Vados said, "But look at that, Lord Champa. How cute. He looks like a mini god." Goku thought, "What is this? I feel small. And my transformation, I can't use my blue transformation. What's happening to me?" While he was confused, Hit used his time skip again, ending the fight very quickly. After knocking the weakened Goku unconscious, Champa said, "Well done. Now the Earth belongs to me." Beerus could not contain himself and stood up, shouting, "I'm going to destroy this guy." "Vegeta, keep the Earthlings calm, otherwise I'll kill you too," Beerus ordered. Vegeta replied, "As you wish, Lord Beerus." Vegeta said, "Trunks, Piccolo, don't even think about moving." Beerus went to the platform and exclaimed, "Miserable trash. I lost because of you. You'll pay for this by dying." Goku woke and said, "But Beerus, Vegeta, help me," Goku cried. Vegeta replied coldly, "The weak die, Kakarot." Goku shouted angrily, "Damn you! You say that after I saved you so many times? You're a coward." Beerus said, "Silence." An incredible, terrifying energy was heading toward Goku. Goku closed his eyes and thought, "Everyone, please leave." An explosion erased the platform, and logically, Goku had disappeared. Beerus said, "That's what you get for mocking a god of destruction." Champa looked around and thought, "Where the hell did she go? When did she disappear?" Then he said, "It doesn't matter. The Earth is mine now." Vegeta, frightened, said, "Goku's body isn't here." Whis replied, "The Hakai reduces everything it touches to nothing. Mr. Goku is now part of nothingness."
But Beerus and even Whis were wrong. Goku did not die. In Universe 6, Vados was carrying Goku's small body while injecting energy into his brain. Vados thought, "If I take care of you, I'm sure you can become the best god of the 12 universes. You are so astonishing that you could even enter my friend Nin's planet and come back alive. I will change your destiny of suffering." Goku opened his eyes, looked at Vados, and then said, "Mom, where are we?" Vados replied, "We're safe." Goku said, "Mom, I want to kill the god of Universe 7 and a Saiyan named Vegeta." Vados thought, "Perfect. The memory alteration worked. He now thinks I'm his mother. I'll care for him as such. His past is blurry. I only left his hatred for Beerus and that Saiyan so he has a goal while he trains and can surpass the limits of his strength. Goku, you will be the strongest god of all and my son from now on." "Come on," Vados exclaimed. "Goku, wait here. I must bring Champa back." Goku replied, "Okay, I'll start training." Vados departed, returning to the place where the tournament had been held. When she arrived, Champa shouted, "Where the hell did you go, Vados?" Vados only smiled without saying a word. "Well, Lord Champa, have you finished your business?"
Champa replied, "Yes, I have. Beerus has 5 days to abandon the earth. I'm a very generous god, right?" Champa and Vados left the nameless planet. Beerus shouted, "Damn you, Champa, you'll pay for this humiliation. All because of Goku. I hate him. I wish I could revive him just to kill him again." Vegeta came to Beerus and murmured, "Lord Beerus, may I say something?" Beerus replied angrily, "What do you want? Do you want to be the next one, Vegeta?" he shouted. "Of course not, Lord Beerus. I only want to propose that you create another Earth using Earth's Dragon Balls. They could use the Dragon Balls to create another Earth." When Champa arrived on his planet, he shouted in surprise, "What are you doing on this planet? I saw you disappear with Beerus's Hakai." Goku said, "Welcome, Lord Champa. Mom, train me right now. I want to become stronger." Champa shouted, "What did you say? Mom? What the hell are you talking about, Saiyan?" Vados calmly replied, "Just as you heard, Lord Champa, from today on he is my son and he will live with me on this planet." This made Champa uncomfortable, but he said, "Not at all. I can't oppose you, can I? I only ask that you don't bother me while I sleep." Champa left, and from that day on, Goku's training began, training and growing, believing that the angel Vados was his mother. Several years after Goku's supposed death, Vados, after researching more about the Saiyans, decided to put her new plan into motion. The plan was to take advantage of the power of the Great Ape. What Vados did not know at the time was that only a warrior experienced with that transformation could control it. The next day, Vados approached Goku and said, "I have a way to raise your power even further. What do you say if we try it?" Goku replied, "Of course, Mom. What do I have to do?" They went to a place and Vados said, "You only have to look at the moon I will create in a few moments."
Vados threw a sphere of energy that when it mixed with the planet's oxygen turned into a moon. Goku stared intensely at the glowing sphere in the sky, beginning an incredible transformation. A massive blue great ape formed, overflowing with divine energy, impressive beyond belief. But almost instantly, it began to destroy Champa's planet. Vados shouted, "Why are you doing this? This is the planet where you've lived. Why are you destroying it?" Goku, transformed, had no ability to reason and continued destroying the entire planet. The terrifying roars and explosions awakened Champa, who had been sleeping since returning from the tournament. Seeing his planet in ruins, Champa shouted, "What the hell happened here? What is that gigantic beast? Vados, why did you let him destroy my planet? One of your duties is to prevent this kind of incident." Vados apologized sadly. "I'm sorry, Lord Champa. That giant monkey is Goku. How could I destroy him?" she murmured. Then Champa said seriously, "If I let this destruction go unpunished, all the gods of destruction would laugh at me, and the warriors of the universe would feel confident attacking me whenever they want." Champa began to mock and release an enormous amount of power. Champa shouted, "A god facing a beast like you is an honor you should be grateful for." Vados stepped in front of Champa and exclaimed, "Stop! I know he will return to normal." Annoyed, Champa replied, "Step aside, Vados. This is a matter between a god of destruction and a mortal. As my angel, you cannot interfere. You know that, right?" Vados stepped aside and thought, "I hope Goku will be okay." With incredible speed, Champa appeared in front of the gigantic great ape Goku and began punching him again and again. Laughing, Champa shouted, "Disappear, beast! Hakai!" Vados screamed, "Don't do it, Lord Champa!" Ignoring her, Champa launched his technique. A powerful roar shook the planet as Champa's Hakai entered the great ape's mouth, only for it to be swallowed, leaving behind nothing but steam. Sweating and stuttering, Champa said, "This beast, it just ate the destruction of a god." Vados, shocked, exclaimed, "That's incredible. Goku is even more than I imagined. According to my research, the power of this transformation, it should have been 10 times stronger than your natural state, but this is indescribable. I can't say for certain how powerful this form truly is. It's astonishing. In this state, you are capable of surpassing even the gods themselves." At that instant, a massive wave of power came out of the blue great ape's mouth. That energy was Hakai, which destroyed the moons of Champa's planet. Champa shouted in fear, "This beast used the god's Hakai! What the hell is happening?" In a flash, the giant beast moved at incredible speed, appearing behind Champa and striking him with its enormous fist. That single blow was enough to make the god of Universe 6 feel true terror. Champa fell to the ground, his body shattered with multiple fractures. Struggling to stand, Champa thought, "This has to be a joke. That thing's power surpasses mine. How can it move at that speed with such a massive body?" The great ape pounded its chest while roaring fiercely. Vados said seriously, "His power far surpasses Champa's, but I must prevent him from killing him. The most important rule of an angel is to prevent their god of destruction from dying, avoiding imbalance and the collapse of the universe." The great ape crushed Champa with its enormous foot as Champa screamed in pain.
Vados said, "To prevent the collapse of the world, you will have to stop Goku. But don't worry, I would never be aggressive with you. I would never hurt my beloved son." Champa shouted, "I was badly beaten that time when I tried to kill him to get rid of him." Vados was about to help Champa when an energy sphere struck and sent the gods flying through the air. "Well, I'm impressed," Vados said. "What are you doing here?" Margarita, the angel of Universe 11, replied, "Sorry for arriving without warning, older sister, but I couldn't disobey." At that moment, another god of destruction arrived. It was Quitella from Universe 4, who approached Champa and laughed. "Ha ha 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 ha! I was sent to assassinate Champa, but someone beat me to it. Look at you, lying there like the trash you are, the weakest god of destruction." "What did you say?" Vados shouted. "You're here to finish Mr. Champa? What the hell are you thinking, Margarita? As angels of those ignorant gods, it's our duty to guide them to prevent this kind of incident. If they kill a god of destruction, the balance of the universe will break. Zeno will erase everything. He won't leave a single trace of you." Margarita replied calmly, "I hate to contradict you, older sister, but the assassination of the God of Destruction of Universe 6 is a direct order from Father. He broke a major rule. He allowed a mortal to live far too long on his planet. Secrets of the gods cannot fall into the wrong hands, especially not those of a mortal. You know that." Vados thought, "Damn it, how did they find out about Goku's existence? Father, what are you thinking? It's impossible to know every event in the universe. Could Father have been watching Goku? No, that's impossible. The Grand Priest has no time or interest in a mortal. This must be a coincidence." "Leave this place," Vados shouted. "Later I'll go to Father and accept my punishment. I was the one who brought Goku to live with me. Champa has nothing to do with this." Laughing, the prodigy angel Korn looked at the mortal. "Well, well, little sister, I didn't expect this from you, but you're an angel, so nothing will happen to you. Those two, however, will pay with their lives." Quitella was ordered to kill them. Father's orders cannot be disobeyed. Vados thought, Father ordered them to be killed just like that, without trial by the king of all? Something feels wrong, but if that's the case, then they're only here as spectators.
Vados began to mock them. What I was told was clear. The assassination order was given to Vermood of Universe 11 and Quitella of Universe 4, not to you. If you interfere, then I'll be participating in the fight, and I won't hold back. Is that clear? Of course, Margarita replied calmly. There is no need to tell me. We know our place. We'll only observe as our gods of destruction eliminate the trash. Vados thought, trash. I'm sure Goku will win. I trained him myself. Even in that form, he remembers my training. A powerful roar echoed from the sky. Damn it, Vermood, you are useless, Quitella shouted. Why didn't you finish him with Hakai? Don't tell me what to do, Vermood replied. If you want him dead so badly, do it yourself. Quitella released his power. Fine, I will. Quitella attacked, striking the giant creature midair and sending it crashing into lava, causing a massive explosion. Laughing, Quitella said, There, reduced to ashes. Now only Champa remains. Suddenly, lava shot into the air. A gigantic ape emerged, lava dripping from its body. Margarita murmured, Incredible. His power is so great that even this planet's lava can't harm him. Furious, Quitella shouted, Stupid beast, you think you're strong. You're nothing but a monkey, a stupid monkey. I'll reduce you to atoms. He raised his hands, creating a massive destructive supernova. Die, you monkey. The attack hit the ape, creating a wall of dust and steam. But that didn't do anything, Vados shouted. The Hakai evaporated on contact with his body. That's impossible, Korn screamed. No one can nullify the gods' Hakai. A voice echoed. Son, if you love me, don't make me worry. You've slept inside that beast for too long. It's time to awaken. I believe in you. You are stronger than this beast. The creature spoke. Mom. Margarita was stunned. Impressive. He can talk? A powerful blue aura burst forth. The planet began overheating. A suffocating divine ki gathered into one point and then exploded outward. Goku appeared, his form incredible, but above all with his power overwhelming. With tears in her eyes, Vados whispered, I knew you could do it. Goku sighed. I really have bad luck with gods. Beerus almost killed me years ago, and now 2 more are trying. I guess I can't escape my destiny, and neither can you. By coming here and attacking me, you found your end. Quitella laughed nervously. Don't be stupid. You didn't kill me when you were a beast. That transformation is the strongest your race has, and you think you scare me now? Quitella attacked at incredible speed, kicking Goku in the neck. Goku didn't even try to dodge. Quitella struck repeatedly and finished with another Hakai-enhanced kick to Goku's face. Laughing, Quitella said, You died standing.
Impressive. You were amazing, there is no doubt about it. Goku opened his eyes, grabbed Quitella's leg and said, "That energy can destroy a universe, but not the Ultra God Super Saiyan." The angels trembled. Margarita thought, "The Ultra God Super Saiyan really exists. Father was right." With a single blow, Goku erased Quitella. Vermouth watched in terror. He's too powerful. He erased Quitella instantly. If he can use Hakai too, I need to hurry and at least kill Champa. Maybe then I'll be forgiven. Vermouth attacked Champa with a Hakai sphere, but the attack was blocked instantly. Goku stood in front of him. "You saved me? Even though I tried to kill you?" Champa asked, shocked. "What are you talking about? I'm not protecting you. They tried to hurt me, so they'll be destroyed." In an instant, we see they were in outer space. Vermouth panicked. "I won't die here. I never imagined the Grand Priest would send us against a being like this."
Goku appeared before him. "This is the honor of one of the 12 gods. I'll make sure you die here." Then, in an instant, Vermouth vanished, erased. Goku screamed into the void. "I've surpassed the gods! Now it's your turn! Beerus, Vegeta, I'll finish you!" He returned to Champa's planet. The angels vanished unexpectedly. Seeing this, Vados frowned. "What's going on? The gods of Universe 11 and 4 are dead, and their angels are acting like nothing happened. The universe seems normal, but I'm sure something is happening." In the realm of all, the angels appeared before the Grand Priest. "Well," the Grand Priest asked, "what happened?" Margarita replied, "Exactly as you predicted, Father. There is a being powerful enough to erase gods instantly. It's terrifying. No one can oppose him, not even Beerus, who is the strongest god of destruction." The Grand Priest laughed coldly. "The Oracle was right. The Ultra God Super Saiyan has finally been born. I lost hope that Ultra Super Saiyan would appear. I waited millennia for this. After consuming him, I will recover the power that was stolen from me. He is the key, my food, my prey." "Summon the remaining gods," he ordered. "Tomorrow all of them must come. Do not let my savior escape." Back on Champa's planet, Goku helped Champa up. "I did it, Mom! Look at this power! It's incredible!" Vados was silent. "Mom?" Goku asked. "Is something wrong?" "I feel like someone is watching us, targeting you. Disappear, Goku. Your power is too great. The other gods will notice." Goku nodded. "I don't really understand, but I'll do it." Yes. Incredible but true, millions of years ago the Grand Priest suffered a defeat in which he lost a large part of his powers due to a technique called power prison. According to legend, only by devouring the purest and strongest being in the universe can one break free from that powerful technique. As it turns out, there exists someone, only one race, coveted for its battle abilities, practically limitless, gaining dominance over the shadows. From that race comes the story of an Ultra Super Saiyan god, one who does not appear in the divine books, a pure heart and overwhelming power, with no absolute weakness as its representation. It turns out that angels, despite being very strong, have their own limits, especially if their powers fall victim to power prison, used by the strongest forbidden being in the universe. Even so, the Grand Priest never lost hope that the being of legend would reappear, and that by consuming him, he could become what he once was. One day after Goku's fight against the two destroyer gods on the planet of the King of All, the gods and angels were gathered. Everyone said, "Why is the Grand Priest taking so long to summon us? It's been a while since we last gathered." But this is no game. Champa, Quintella, and Vermouth are not here. Are they idiots? This is a direct order from the realm of all. Their universes could be destroyed together.
answer to that question, said the newly arrived Margarita. Vermouth and Quintella are dead. That's partly why you are all summoned. The gods exclaimed, "Dead? Someone has the power to defeat those two?" Beerus shouted. "Hey, you, Angel of Universe 11, my brother, what happened to him? Don't tell me he was also killed, because I swear I'll tear that idiot apart myself." Margarita replied calmly, "Relax, Beerus, that fat one is still alive." Whis exclaimed, "Sister, you'd better be clear. I don't like this atmosphere at all. Something very serious is happening and you're part of it, and you don't want to tell us what's going on. If that's the case, we're leaving." Margarita replied, "Go ahead, but disobeying Father's orders means receiving the maximum punishment, death. You will share the fate of Vados and Champa."
Whis shouted, "What did you just say? Share their fate? Our sister is fine, right?" Margarita murmured, "Yes, for now, but soon she'll be nothing more than dust." Whis exclaimed, "Lord Beerus, let's leave. I don't like my father's ideals at all." Beerus shouted, "Hey, wait a moment, Whis. What will happen with Zeno-sama if he finds out we evaded orders? He'll erase us." In a cold, firm voice, the Grand Priest said, "Beerus is right. Stop fooling around and listen. The Oracle Fish does not lie. Total annihilation of the universe was foreseen by the Saiyan Goku. He's on the planet of the God of Destruction of Universe 6. My daughter and Champa are involved. That's why we must finish them off before the universe disappears, or before Zeno-sama gets angry and the remaining universes become nothing. Do you want that to happen? Now that I think about it, that someone is part of the universe. Wasn't it your responsibility to eliminate him, or am I wrong?" Beerus replied, surprised, "But sir, I killed Goku many years ago. What are you talking about?" The Grand Priest said, "Yes, just as I thought. You know nothing about it. Whis, I'll give you a chance. Go to Universe 6 and bring me Goku. I will personally take him to the King of All to receive his punishment. Otherwise, we'll have to go. Then not only will I erase Vados, Champa will be involved as well. Do you understand?" Beerus clenched his fists, thinking, "Damn you, Goku. You gave me headaches in the past, and now it turns out you're alive. And because of you, my brother and Whis's sister are in danger." Beerus said seriously, "Just as you say, I'll bring him back quickly and without trouble. Please don't act rashly. Wait for my return. Whis, let's go immediately to Universe 6. The God and the Angel of Universe 7 left the realm of all. Margarita exclaimed, "Father, are you sure about this?" Laughing mockingly, the Grand Priest replied, "Of course not. Logically, they won't be able to defeat Goku. Whis, Champa, and Beerus are rebels. They don't deserve to be on the winning side. It's better if they kill each other. Listen, gods and angels, are you with me or against me?"
Goku is a source of power that will make me the strongest again. Our mission is to eliminate him. Is that clear? The angels replied, "At your command, Father." And the gods proclaimed, "As you say, Grand Priest, we are with you and at your service." Beerus and Whis sped through the universes, passing into Universe 7 toward Vegeta. Beerus shouted, "Listen carefully, Vegeta. We have a mission to kill Goku. You have power same as mine, so together we'll destroy him." Vegeta replied, "Lord Beerus, is it really necessary for both of us to face Kakarot? I alone can defeat him." Whis said, "My father wouldn't worry about a weakling. That means Goku's power is strong enough to unsettle the Grand Priest. You must cooperate and finish this quickly. I don't want my sister's life at risk." Beerus replied, "In 1 minute I'll eliminate him. You have nothing to worry about." After 20 minutes of travel, they arrived in Universe 6, finding Goku training with Vados. Vegeta, shocked, "That's Kakarot?
Impossible. He's changed so much. His hair, his tail, the ringed eyes, that fur on his body. It can't be. He can't be fighting Vados. Goku's expression completely changed. "Come on," he said. "Is something wrong, son?" Vados asked. "Yes, I can't continue training. We have intruders on the planet." His ki control has improved a lot, Vados thought. He noticed them immediately. Damn it, those idiots came looking for him themselves. Beerus didn't greet or say a word. He simply unleashed his power to the maximum, letting out a powerful roar. Goku thought, "So I'm the target. Impressive power, Beerus. Not bad, but it's still inferior to mine." Vegeta instantly powered up as well, unleashing his full power, Ultra Ego. Whis said calmly, "Sister, relax. We are here to help you. With Goku's death, your life will be saved."
Angrily, Vados shouted, "What are you talking about? You will not kill my son. Touch him, and I'll kill you." Whis, confused, replied, "Father is furious. According to him, Goku is a danger to the universe. You saved him back then. You and Champa are responsible for Goku being able to destroy the universe." Vados said, "Destroy the universe? Please. With such a pure heart, no living being, not even angels, can reach that level of pure energy. I trained Goku. I watched him grow. I taught him about the universe and my techniques. He's like an angel. He killed Vermouth and Quitella because they attacked first. If they hadn't shown such hostility, none of this would have happened." "I see. So the arrival of Universes 4 and 11 was Father's plan, and now you're being used by him too. The Ultra Super Saiyan God, that's what our Father wants. Pure power at its maximum level. Power that can break Yugji's technique." Whis murmured, "Let go off me, sister. I don't want to fight you." "What are you talking about? Father serves Zeno-sama directly. He would never act without reason." Vados laughed. "Recovering his powers isn't reason enough? Whis, I know everything. I know Father is a damn villain disguised as a kind angel. He wants to get stronger and brutally beat my friend Nian's brother, and he also erased our grandfather. Father is the true enemy." Whis was left speechless. He couldn't accept Vados's words, but he knew his sister was extremely intelligent and never told lied. She was the only one who could enter and leave the Forbidden Universe alive. Damn it, he thought. Could our father truly harbor such evil thoughts? At that moment, a massive shockwave shook the place. Beerus and Vegeta had attacked together, and Goku stopped them both. They attacked again, but Goku dodged with ease. Beerus shouted, "I thought I killed you. You're hard to exterminate." A powerful punch struck Goku in the face. With Beerus's fist still planted there, Goku murmured, "Is that all? And I thought you were stronger. And you damn Saiyan, I don't remember you well, but you're trash that doesn't deserve to live. You're of my race, and I hate you with all my being." Whis exclaimed, "Didn't you say he had a pure heart, Vados? That hatred isn't normal." Vados replied, "That hatred is a single memory. I erased Goku's memories and left only that hatred in his mind. It has nothing to do with his heart." Goku unleashed his energy, forcing back the Saiyan and the God. "I've waited for this moment for years," Goku roared. "I trained for one single purpose, to see you die. This ends here." Beerus formed an energy sphere and thought, "Die, Hakai." Goku touched the energy sphere, deflecting it into the air, and immediately struck Beerus, smashing him into the surface of Champa's planet, which had just been repaired by Vados. Emerging from the crater, Beerus shouted, "Damn Saiyan, why doesn't the power of destruction affect you?" Whis exclaimed, "Sister, explain this. Why wasn't he destroyed?" Vados replied,
Being stronger than Beerus, he absorbed the Hakai, and it seems his body memorized it, so it no longer affects him. He's also capable of using it. If I were Beerus, I'd be very careful. Beerus quickly lunged forward again to attack, striking Goku repeatedly. Taking advantage of the distraction, Vegeta grabbed Goku from behind and said, "This time you won't escape. Goku, you'll turn to ashes." An explosion erupted in the skies. Vegeta had channeled 50% of his energy to create a massive blast. Exhausted, he was sent flying aside. "Well done, Vegeta," Beerus said. Vegeta replied, "Without the distraction, I never could have taken him from behind. I'm surprised at how strong he's become." "That's because you haven't seen anything yet," came a voice from within the cloud of dust. "You can't kill me if you're not willing to die," Goku said. "Beerus, you only used part of your ki because you didn't want to be caught in the explosion. That was your mistake, thinking I'm weak. I'm as strong as an angel. How do you plan to kill me with such low power? Now it's your end. I'll show you the power of destruction when it's used by the Ultra Super Saiyan God." In the realm of all, the Grand Priest said calmly, "It's time. Let's go. Beerus is dead."
At that moment, everyone departed for Universe 6. Indeed, Beerus received Goku's Hakai and vanished into nothingness. Goku smiled and said, "At last, I can rest in peace. I finished Beerus." Suddenly, he was surrounded by energy that was about to explode. He looked back, sweating, and exclaimed, "Lord Champa! I respected and cared for you for welcoming me into your universe. Why are you doing this to me?" Champa shouted, "Shut up, Goku. You never should have killed my brother. You'll pay with your life." Goku replied sadly, "I'm sorry, Lord Champa. I'm afraid you must die as well. I want you to know I always appreciated you for everything you did for me all these years. Thank you." He unleashed his power, pulverizing Champa in seconds. Goku said, "I feel like a repulsive being, but my conscience is at peace. Now it's your turn, Vegeta." Vegeta thought, "Damn it, this monster is going to kill me. There's no way I can beat this Kakarot. What the hell happened?" At that moment, many beings arrived on the planet, surrounding Goku. The Grand Priest said coldly, "Get out of here before I kill you too." Vegeta, trembling, thought, "This ki is terrifying. I have to escape." Vegeta flew away from the planet using his god form, which allowed him to breathe in space. Vados shouted angrily, "I knew you'd come, Father. I know why you're here. You want to break the power prison of Nian's brother." The Grand Priest, surprised, thought, "So it's all true, even what she said about her friend. Then I'll have to kill her. I can't let Zeno find out. Once I absorb Goku's power, I can deal with Zeno as well. One-on-one, he's too strong. He could tear me apart. But with the Saiyan's power, I can accelerate my growth using his cells and finally destroy that damned being." The Grand Priest shouted, "Gods of destruction and angels, kill Vados and Whis immediately. That is an order." The angels rushed to attack Whis. Goku shouted, "Don't you dare, you bastards!" Goku was blasted away before he could react. Standing before him was the Grand Priest. "You are my dinner, my food. Let me savor your pure ki." Goku charged forward, but his arm was stopped and crushed by the immense strength of the Grand Priest. Vados shouted, "Don't you dare hurt Goku, Father! He is not your food!" She was struck by two angels. Goku, watching, shouted, "You bastards! She didn't do anything to you!" The Grand Priest grabbed him by the neck and said, "Be quiet and watch. You should feel honored to become part of my power." Goku thought, "It won't be easy to devour me. He has to injure me until I'm close to death." The Grand Priest continued torturing Goku. Goku thought, "If I've become so strong, how can I be hurt without being able to defend myself?" He roared, raising his energy even higher, and landed a punch on the priest's cheek. Blood ran down his face. Laughing, the Grand Priest exclaimed, "This is the result of losing my powers millions of years ago. This punch would have been a breeze for me back then, but it's wonderful to know those powers are seconds away from returning." He struck Goku violently, humiliating him, beating him until he was agonizing and on the verge of losing consciousness. Then Goku saw something terrifying, a being holding a scythe touching his body. His foot began to disappear. He screamed as his essence was being devoured. The Grand Priest laughed. Suddenly, he was blasted back by an energy blast. Furious, he shouted, "Vados, you dare interrupt my meal?" Vados smiled and said, "My son is not your food and never will be. Do you hear me, father? You'll pay for this, I swear." She grabbed Goku, pressed him against her chest, and said, "Thank you for staying by my side, son. In those 10 years, I was happier than in all my millions of years of life. This is goodbye, my friend. Go to the Forbidden Universe. Look for my friend Nin. She will protect you on her planet, and you will save her. I'm sure of it. You need each other. Only she can save you, and only you can heal her heart." Goku saw his mother blurry through tears and cried, reaching out to her. "Take care, son," she said, before the Grand Priest could act. A light shone inside Goku's body. He began to transform. His fur turned white, and his power exploded to unimaginable levels. Goku murmured, "If you cried seeing me on the brink of death, your pain must have been immense, Mom. I promise you, I'll go to the Forbidden Universe, become stronger, and one day I'll kill the Grand Priest. I swear it." The Grand Priest smiled. "What do we have here? It seems my food has gained a new form and more power. I like that. Come here, I'll devour you." Suddenly, Goku teleported to where the gods of destruction were and slaughtered them all in seconds. The Grand Priest looked around, seeing all the gods and angels dead, but Goku was nowhere to be found. Furious, he shouted, "Damn it, where did you go?" He focused, sensing an immense key heading toward the Forbidden Universe. Astonished, he said, "He's going to the Forbidden Universe. How did he move that fast? If he enters and Nin kills him, I'll never be able to undo Power Prison." All because of her. How could she give her divine essence to that Saiyan god? Margarita, agonizing, cried, "Father, help me, please. I'm about to die." The Grand Priest healed her quickly and thought, "I need more angels." How did this happen? He pierced their hearts in the blink of an eye. That precision. She trained him to kill divine beings flawlessly. That terrifying ability belonged to my wife. That's why I had to trick the King of All into erasing her. I couldn't allow my own wife to be stronger than me. But that's in the past. What matters now is recovering my power. The Grand Priest said, "My efforts here are useless. I need the Super Dragon Balls. Margarita, search the left half of the universe. I'll search the other. I'll ask Shenron to teleport him and place him right in front of me so I can devour his pure energy." In outer space, Goku shouted, "Damn priest, how could you do that to my mother? I wanted to tear you apart, but even with this incredible power she gave me, I still couldn't defeat you. But at least I annihilated those damn angels. They betrayed Whis and my mother. Still, it's incredible. I teleported instantly to this place. Why did that happen? Was it you, Mom? Did you push me away from danger? You knew the Grand Priest would kill me, didn't you? I'll be grateful to you forever." He arrived in a massive, beautiful universe.
Wow, it's enormous. As he approached a planet, a powerful gravitational force pulled him down, slamming him into the ground. Feeling the tremor, a voice said angrily, "Who dares shake my home? That's not Zeno. His ki is too weak. If it's a man, I'll kill him. None of those wretches has the right to step on my planet." Nin flew toward the energy source, and upon seeing the Saiyan, shouted furiously, "You're going to die." She charged a massive energy sphere, about to erase Goku completely.
In the Forbidden Universe, Goku was detected in an instant by the powerful Princess Nin. When she saw that it was a man, she began to charge an immense energy to erase him, making use of her curse. So this is my mom's friend. She's very powerful, but she's going to kill me. She launched a huge sphere of energy. Goku couldn't dodge it because of the planet's enormous gravitational force. A loud scream echoed, full of pain. Nin, smiling, shouted, "That's it! Suffer, damn it! It makes me happy when beings like you writhe in pain and beg for your lives. The only men who can stand before me are my brother and my father. Everyone else is trash." Even after receiving Nin's powerful attack, Goku was still breathing, though badly injured. Lying on the ground, groaning, he struggled to stay alive. Seeing him move, Nin was surprised. "You're hard to exterminate, you piece of garbage. You must be a ruthless bastard who only likes to do whatever he wants for fun. All men are like that. Perfect. Those are exactly the kind I like to eliminate and shatter their delusions of greatness." Goku thought, "Why does she hate me so much? We've never even met before in life. She can't know my intentions toward her." Then a voice echoed in his head. It's Vados' voice. "It's not just toward you. It's the same with every man who steps on the Forbidden Planet. Doesn't it seem strange to you that despite being as vast as half the universe, only they inhabit it? Nin eliminates every man who reaches her planet, and if a strong being manages to injure her, Nin's powerful brother appears and shows him hell before killing him. Even so, you can do this, son. You're different from the beings she despises. She's not as evil as you think. Life treated her very badly, and that's why she acts this way. In her heart, there is only hatred and resentment." Mocking him, Nin walked toward Goku and stepped on his head. "So you wanted to take advantage of me, you depraved bastard. Or maybe you think that because I'm a woman, I'm weak." Goku, struggling to speak with her leg pressed against his face, shouted, "You're crazy! I'd never hurt you." Smiling, Nin replied, "Yes, that's right, because I'm powerful. Otherwise, I'd already be at your mercy." Nin lifted Goku by the neck, squeezing hard. "She's stronger than me," he thought, "but I have to fight. Otherwise, she really will end my life." Without hesitation, he kicked her with all his strength, but she effortlessly dodged and hurled him violently into a mountain. Instantly, she appeared in front of him. "Bastard, at last you show me your true nature, man. This time, I'll erase you from the universe." Goku watched as a gigantic sphere of energy formed in her hands and shouted, "Stop, please! Nin, why do you hate me like this? You don't even know me. I swear I wouldn't hurt you." Nin stopped channeling her energy, walked toward him, and grabbed him by the neck again. "Who told me my name? Very few deities even know of my existence. Answer me!" Stretching out his arm, he touched her hair and said, "Calm down. Let go. I'm not your enemy." Nin slammed him into the ground, blushing as she screamed, "How dare you touch me, damn man!" But inside, she thought, his hand is big and warm. I didn't feel like he wanted to hurt me. More calmly, she said, "Tell me how you know my name. I trust no one. Answer before I kill you." Goku smiled weakly and said, "My mother told me about you. You know her well. She's the angel Vados." Nin was shocked. "What did you just say? Vados? Then you're the son of my only friend? But that's practically impossible. She's an angel, and you're just a trash mortal." "I see. You know where I come from. That doesn't matter. When someone loves you like my mother loved me, blood isn't always what matters most. It's affection and how you live with that person. Nin, please believe me. I don't know what happened to make you hate men so much, but I'm different. Your strength is incredible. Teach me to become that strong. Train me, and I promise I'll become stronger than you. I'll protect you. You'll never be afraid again. Nin burst out laughing. You'll be stronger than me and protect me? You're dreaming. As you can see, I don't need protection. But since you're my friend's son, I won't kill you.
She continued, I can't tell you about my hidden planet. Goku shouted, Please train me. I can't leave this place. If I do, the Grand Priest will have me assassinated. I need to become stronger so I can kill him. That miserable being wants to consume my energy to recover the powers that were taken from him. He wants revenge, and according to my mother, good angels like Whis and my mom had to die because of his selfishness. That's why I need the strength to kill him. Please, Nin, don't make me leave your planet. Nin stood frozen, completely shocked. She had never heard anything like this before. She had killed thousands of warriors who only saw her as a beautiful woman to use for their pleasure. Most begged for their lives selfishly, driven by their instinctive fear of death. But Goku's plea was sincere. He had no evil intentions, not even the slightest desire to hurt her. On the contrary, he openly revealed his intentions and even dared to say he would become stronger than her and one day protect her. You're interesting, Nin replied. I like that you want to train to kill that bastard priest. I hate him with all my heart, too. But you should know, weak people are the worst. She released her power and said, If you survive my training, you'll be the first man to live here and truly know me. I'll train you and let you live on my planet. What's your name? He answered loudly, I am Goku. Nin shouted, Here I go, Goku. Goku closed his eyes and whispered, Endure. Kaioken 3 times. Nin vanished and attacked him from behind, delivering a brutal kick to his neck. Slow. That's how all Saiyans end. I liked you, but the weak die. Power is everything in this universe. Laughing, Goku struggled to stand and shouted, You said it yourself, Nin. Now I can train with you, right here. Nin stared at him in disbelief, impressed. I bet you thought I'd die. You didn't expect me to survive your attack, did you? She thought, why is he smiling after I hit him like that? Why didn't you die? I'm sure I struck the artery connecting the heart and the brain. I figured out the strength of your attacks. You strike the most vital points. You're formidable, no doubt. If you'd hit me just a little harder, I'd be dead. Luckily, I pushed my power to the limit and managed to move a few millimeters. That's why I'm alive. Laughing, Nin said, He's interesting, very interesting. Many gods and warriors died without even understanding what hit them, and you analyzed my attacks. You're amazing. Smiling, Goku said, It's nice to finally see you smile without wanting to kill me. You look even more beautiful that way. Blushing, Nin shouted, What are you saying? Shut up before I regret training you. I'm just telling the truth, Goku replied. If it bothers you, I won't say it again. Follow me, Nin said. I'll show you my planet. Aside from the plants and animals, only 3 people live here, including me. They're stronger than I am, so don't even think about going where they are. My father never leaves his home, but my brother sometimes visits, so be careful when he does. What are you waiting for? Goku suddenly collapsed and said, I'd like to, but my bones are broken. I'm standing through sheer willpower. Nin sighed. You're right, I was very aggressive with you. That's just how I am. I hope you get used to it. After a pause, she added, Now that I think about it, you still haven't told me how everything happened. Why did the Grand Priest try to kill his own daughter? Because she refused to let them kill me. That's why she disappeared, giving me these powers. In a serious tone, Nin said, That miserable priest. I should have killed him back then. Surprised, Goku asked, You fought him? Yes, Nin replied. He fears us, or rather, he fears Yugji, the one you mentioned earlier. He's my older brother. Long ago, he nearly killed the priest. That's why that so-called leader would never dare set foot here. Goku was left speechless.
I can't believe beings even more powerful exist. The Grand Priest is supposedly invincible. What kind of power does her brother have? Nin stared at Goku with a strange look. Not those eyes again. I thought I'd earned her trust already.
Goku, Nin said, you may think I'm sadistic or something, but you're about to feel the greatest pain of your life. Don't worry, with your vitality, you won't die. What are you talking about? Goku murmured nervously. Your aura already making me nervous. Nin's palms began to glow. Soon, terrible screams echoed through the lonely universe, Goku screaming in agony. Nin had her hands inside his chest. Endure, endure, she said. I've finally found someone I can trust. Don't die. Stop, Goku cried, nearly in tears. What are you doing to me? That aura and glow look amazing on you. Maybe that's what's making me fall for someone like you. But that power, you must obtain it on your own. With great force, Nin pulled an aura from Goku's body, forming another body as it emerged. Vados appeared at that moment. When Nin admitted she was falling for Goku, he was unconscious and couldn't hear her feelings. When removing Vados from Goku's body, the angelic powers vanished, but Goku's ki did not decrease in the slightest. Instead, he began to transform. Watching him, Nin thought, he's special. With angelic powers was right there beneath Goku's body. She was surprised, smiling as she thought, wow, I created something special, something made from your body and your powers didn't weaken at all. It's as if you made them your own. I didn't expect this result, but it's fine too. Let's go. Vados opened her eyes and suddenly shouted, where the hell am I? Nin replied, calm down, it's been a while. Let's go. Looking at the girl's face, Vados said in confusion, you are Nin, but I shouldn't be here. Nin exclaimed, I don't know. You gave your powers to Goku. First of all, calm down. He's fine. Just behind her, without saying anything, Vados descended and held Goku's body in her arms. Tears streamed down her face as she said, I'm glad he survived. Nin thought, so this is a mother's love. I envy you, Goku. My own mother was taken away from me by those bastards. Vados murmured, thank you for taking my son in on your planet. I know very well that you hate men, but I assure you my son won't harm you. Nin replied, it seems so. He's different. She thought, and I think I'm more interested than I ever imagined. Vados shouted, but look at how he left him. Damn my father. Nin laughed and said, yeah, to say they beat him badly. That person had fists of steel. Vados, impressed, asked, what are you talking about? Nin exclaimed, now nothing, just a joke. Come on, let's go to my home. He'll heal quickly there. Vados picked him up and began to fly with Nin. When they arrived at Nin's house and entered, Goku's wounds began to steam. They were healing at an impressive speed, much faster than a regeneration machine. Nin and her brother's home was made of divine energy, incredible, and anyone injured could easily recover. Nin stared at Goku as he remained unconscious and murmured softly, what I'm about to say you're not going to like, Vados, but I think I'm in love with your son. What? Vados shouted. Really, Nin? That makes me so happy to hear. I thought you would never open your heart to anyone, and that someone is my son? How lucky! Nin replied, so you don't mind. I see it's not much of a surprise to you. Vados laughed and said, of course I knew. I knew Goku's personality, and regardless of who you are, I knew you wouldn't be able to kill him and that you'd probably like his way of being. Goku began to regain consciousness and blurry-eyed looked at Vados. It's good to see you again, Mom. It hurt a lot, but thank you, Nin. Nin replied, it was nothing. I just did what I can. Let's help Goku, Vados said. I can see you went through a lot to get here and almost lost your life. Nin is very kind. She's the one in charge here on the Forbidden Planet. What Goku remembered was Nin defeating him, how aggressive she was, the murderous intent in her cold eyes. Goku said, yes, Nin is beautiful and a very good person. Vados exclaimed happily, I'm glad you like her. I'll prepare lots of food for you.
Vados left the room. Nian approached Goku and whispered in his ear, "So, a good person? But your thoughts are very different. You think I'm a neighbor, but thanks for trying to speak well of me." Goku, sweating, exclaimed, "So you can read minds?" Nian walked away and said, "Make sure your thoughts about me never change, because that's who I am, a killer. Tomorrow we'll start training, and it won't be gentle. You know I hit hard, and I won't hold back with you. Is that clear?" Goku smiled slightly and said, "Yeah, I think I remember. You're a bit aggressive. Don't worry. But one thing I didn't lie about is that you're beautiful." Nian quickly left the room. As she walked, she felt her body extremely warm and thought, "Why am I starting to like him so much? I want to be rough with him, but when I see his eyes and his smile, I can't help wanting to be kind." Vados looked at Nian and said, "Friend, want some advice? Hiding your feelings will only make you more uncomfortable when you're with him." Nian replied, "Yes, but I don't know how to tell him. I'll tell you the truth. It wasn't your father who injured him like that. It was me. I was about to kill him. I saw it in his mind. He's afraid of me. He has the will to train with someone as ruthless as me, but that fear will never disappear, and rightly so. How could he be calm around the woman who beat and terrified him like that? That's why I can't tell him how I feel. It would be illogical to say, 'I love you, Goku,' after how I treated him."
Vados looked at her and exclaimed, "Just remember, my son is very different from any being you've ever known. Logic doesn't work the same with him." Meanwhile, outside the Forbidden Universe, Grand Priest and Margarita had managed to gather the Super Dragon Balls. Margarita exclaimed, "Father, are you absolutely sure this will work?" Grand Priest laughed and replied, "Of course. Goku must have died as soon as he set foot in the Forbidden Universe. Nin killed him. I'm 100% sure. Come out, Dragon God Zalama." The most powerful Dragon God appeared, illuminating the place in intense golden light. Grand Priest shouted, "I want you to bring Goku back to life and make him appear right in front of me." Zalama replied,
"Impossible. I cannot grant that wish. If you refer to the being known as Goku, he is still alive."
Grand Priest, shocked, murmured, "He's still alive? But hours have passed since he arrived in Nin's universe. It's impossible." He calmed down and said, "Very well, Dragon, then transport him to this place." Zalama replied, "I will try." Zalama's eyes barely glowed before he began to sweat, visibly frightened. Stuttering, he said,
"Damn angels. They deserve to be erased by my power, but I cannot. Miserable beings. How dare you ask for a wish involving those who live in Lord Jirro and Yugji's universe?"
Zalama disappeared, and the Dragon Balls scattered across the universe. Grand Priest shouted angrily, "Stupid, coward dragon, you're afraid too." Zalama had been terrified after realizing that Goku was in Jirro's universe, the father of Nin and Yugji, the being known as the strongest, the creator of the Super Dragon Balls. It was natural to react that way, even for such a powerful dragon god. Furious, Grand Priest began destroying planets and everything in his path. He couldn't contain his rage after losing the warrior who could restore his former power and failing his wish. His voice, cursing his daughter Vados, echoed through the lonely void of space. "Stupid girl, you're just as despicable as that wretched woman who gave birth to you. You should never have been born. How could you give your divine essence to the mortal who was my only hope and my food? Now not even that useless dragon can bring him back from the Forbidden Universe." Margarita, the only survivor of Goku's attack, healed by Grand Priest himself, said carefully, "Forgive my boldness, Father, but why don't we follow him to that distant place? It's far, but it's still part of this universe." Grand Priest stared coldly at her and shouted, "We can't. Didn't you see how that dragon trembled in fear? It's not that we fear that girl, it's the being that protects her. I'm going to tell you how my powers were destroyed by that gifted being, and why I don't dare go to that girl's planet. Millions of years ago, back then I was not the Grand Priest. My father was the one who held that title. He watched over and ensured the security of Zeno-sama. I was only a prodigy angel, considered the strongest of all. That's why, at such a young age, I was nominated to become the next Grand Priest, but I refused. For me, exploring the universe and fighting strong beings was everything. My superiors, my father, and the high commanders of the realm of all warned me that the universe was not so simple. The king of all was not the only one. There were few, but there existed beings beyond the reach of Zeno-sama. Of course, I took it as a joke. It was completely illogical to think that there were beings more powerful than us, since the 18 universes at that time were controlled by Zeno-sama and my father. Or at least, that's what I believed. One day, I discovered a gigantic universe and was thrilled by my incredible finding. I informed my father and the counselor of Zeno-sama. I was severely punished because that place was supposedly forbidden. They told me about divine beings who could crush even us. To me, it was a mockery. So together with several angels, we went to that feared forbidden universe. We arrived and began destroying everything. That was when she appeared, the goddess Nin. I still remember those eyes, red like fire, staring at us and almost killing us with just a glance. That furious woman shouted, "You're dead," and she wasn't lying. All my companions and my best friend and combat partner, Rain, lost their lives in a matter of seconds. That woman made me explode with rage for the first time. The prodigy angel released his true power, even activating Ultra Instinct, which I had never needed to use before. Nin and I began a brutal battle that was felt even in the realm of all. It seemed we had the same power. I couldn't believe it. No one had ever been able to oppose me in my natural state, and that girl could face me even while I was using Ultra Instinct.
She had supreme power, but I was more skilled in combat due to the countless battles I had fought alongside my fellow angels. After a long fight, I finally managed to land a blow on the goddess. Her body was sent flying, and blood fell from her lips from high above before her body could touch the ground. Suddenly, a flash appeared and caught her in midair. The aura of the one who held her was terrifying. Just feeling it made me tremble uncontrollably. That young man was Yugji, the older brother of Nin, and the strongest being I had ever known. Yugji carried his sister and said, "Look at this, dear sister. This idiot managed to draw your sacred blood. I won't forgive him. I'll tear him apart into 1,000 pieces." Yugji descended to the planet's surface and gently set Nin down. It was clear how much he cared for her. Then he walked straight toward me. As I watched him, he opened his eyes, those purple eyes that even after all this time I still cannot forget. He said coldly, "Hey, Angel, didn't your weak and useless superiors tell you it's forbidden to come here? Well, whatever. You're already dead, you just don't know it yet. Listen to me carefully, you idiot. No one touches my sister. And you didn't just touch her, you made her bleed." Trembling, I said, "Idiot, I'm the son of the Grand Priest. If you kill me, my father and Zeno-sama will kill you and that woman." Yugji replied mockingly, "Your father and Zeno-sama are nothing but my puppets. Everyone in the realm of all knows who I am, and I assure you they know their place. I doubt anyone would care if I killed a failure like you. And if they did, I'd send them to hell along with you." With a single blow, I understood how terrifying Yugji's strength was. I collapsed to the ground, and those demonic eyes kept staring at me. That alone left me completely at his mercy. I couldn't stop trembling or feeling fear. I, who was a cold monster with no patience, was powerless. Yugji quickly launched a powerful attack to kill me, but someone dear to me appeared. My father saved me. He took the attack, which was meant to end my life, and because of that, he suffered terrible damage. His words, begging for the life of an idiot like me, were, "Please spare him, Yugji-sama. Take my life instead." Yugji responded calmly, "Of course I'll take your life, but also your stupid son's. Do you know what he did? He put his filthy hand on my sister's face. My father screamed, begging, apologizing for what that I had done to Lady Nin. I watched in horror as Yugji erased my father as if he were nothing. Before disappearing, my father used one final technique on me, a direct teleportation to the realm of the King of All. But that technique took 3 minutes to activate. Yugji exclaimed, "I just thought of the perfect revenge. You see, my special technique, Power Prison. That technique bound me and completely destroyed my powers, leaving me with only 1/10 of what I used to have. The bastard Yugji then ordered my torture. In my current state, I was nothing more than a fly to them. They tortured me violently, infamous for eliminating all men. Just when he was about to kill me, the 3 minutes passed. I escaped using the technique my father had activated with his final breaths. From that day on, I understood how terrifying the powers of that family were, and still are. No matter how much I trained, I was never able to fully release the powers that cursed god took from me. I eventually became the Grand Priest and investigated many things about this universe. One day, I discovered how to break Yugji's technique. I learned that the purest being, the Super Saiyan Ultra God, was the key to restoring everything that God took from me. If I could regain that power, combined with the cells, there was a slight hope of killing that family and finally taking revenge on Yugji. But now that bastard is walking alongside them. I don't know what he did so they wouldn't kill him, nor why I couldn't detect him. Now you know, Margarita, my daughter. We cannot go to that place. We must find another way to bring Goku before us." Margarita replied, "As you wish, father." In the Forbidden Universe, someone opened his eyes and thought, "Who's him who messes with my sister? An enemy? But who would dare come into my territory? How foolish." Meanwhile, Goku was peacefully alive in Nin's house, while Nin's brother had already sensed his presence. "He's with my sister. Do you understand that? They expect me to cook, to smile, to be calm, as if calm doesn't suffocate, as if it doesn't cut the breath right out of me. How dare he?" Yugji exclaimed. Yugji appeared in Nin's home without announcement, the way catastrophes arrive, simply there, filling every corner of the room with a presence that made the walls feel closer. Vados began trembling. She fell to her knees on the floor. Goku was not capable of moving either. Holding her face, Nin thought, "Right now you had to appear, and you choose very bad moments to make your entrances." Yugji enters looking at Vados on their knees, and then observes the other person. He shouted, "I'm going to kill you." Goku is sweating, thought, He is her brother. He really exists, a being with that great amount of energy. This is the first time that my body does not respond, not even anything. It does not emit that killing energy. His mere presence is breaking me into pieces." Nin said, "Enough already, Yugji. He is my guest. You do not have to kill him." Yugji replied, "Really, sister? Did you hit your head? Do you have fever or something like that?" Nin said, "I'm fine. Stop joking. You are very bad for that." Yugji, mocking, shouted, "If you are in perfect conditions and you tell me that he is your guest, it only means that there is someone besides me who possesses the eyes of a demon. It is impossible that my dear sister does not end the life of an insect like this. Calm down, Neil. Let your older brother take care of everything. When I kill him, the thoughts that I am happy make you see and believe that they are reality will disappear." Nin shouted, "No, Yugji, stop your nonsense and read the room. He does not have that power."
Goku thought, "Damn it, Nin's words do not make him change his mind, and his killing aura does not disappear. He is truly going to kill me. I have to do something. I must move and stop trembling, face him, even if it costs me my life." He desperately formed a small key sword from one of his fingers and cut himself, coming out at great speed from Nin's house. Mocking, Yugji said, "Interesting, he was able to move. I see, he overcame fear with pain. But how far will you be able to run? You are in my territory." Yugji disappeared following Goku. Nin, angry, shouted, "Damn it! Why the hell don't you listen to what I'm telling you? Is it really happening right now?" Vados said. "He's going to kill him." Nin replied, "Unfortunately, yes, but you really should not worry, my friend. Leave it in my hands." Nin also followed them. Goku flew through the Forbidden Planet without knowing where he was going. The only thing he wanted was to get away from that tremendous monster. But he was not able to move freely due to the extreme gravity of that place. Exhausted by the great gravitational force, he disappeared subtly and went down into some mountains. In 1 second, those mountains disappeared completely. From the skies descended a being with purple eyes. Goku shouted, "You are formidable. You have tremendous strength, and that is why I'm starting to admire you." Yugji looked at him like that, and someone began to mock and exclaimed, "What the hell are you laughing at, idiot? Is death a joke to you now? Just seconds ago you was trembling with fear." Goku replied, "I am not laughing at you. I am happy that you are this strong." Yugji also began to mock and shouted, "You say you are glad because my strength is unsurpassable. What a strange insect that has come to my territory."
Clenching his fists and teeth, Goku shouted, "Because that unsurpassable power will be surpassed by me. That is why I was laughing." The smile disappeared completely from Yuji's face, and in an instant he disappeared. Behind Goku, he murmured, "You speak words without even knowing who you are trying to surpass." Goku answered, "You are the most surprising being I have known." Yugji thought, "I like this guy. Now I understand. He does not have demon dome eyes or an ability that allows him to manipulate people. What he does have is a great stupidity that makes him fall well with the gods. Now I will see if your abilities are sufficient to be included in my plan." Yugji delivered a weak blow to Goku's back, which sent him flying at great speed toward the ground. Goku spat blood and thought, "That killing energy has disappeared, but now I am not capable of feeling anything." He continued watching how the person of great power, with a smile, was there. Goku shouted, "You want to test my power, right? I don't understand why, but I appreciate that you allow me to show you that I am not an evil being who would hurt your sister." Goku thought, "Activate again. Forgive me, body, but this guy is amazing. At least I will land one hit." Yugji stopped and said, "So, you were hiding more power. Well, well. Come on, release all the power you are keeping hidden and don't disappoint me. I have great expectations for your abilities." Neon arrived at that place. Seeing her brother, she shouted, "I have said that Goku did nothing to me. I let him stay. Are you going to disobey me?" Yugji replied, laughing, "Calm down, sister. I will not kill that someone. Besides, how could I disobey a spoiled little girl like you? Move aside. I already told you I won't hurt that Goku." Neon flew away a bit from the place. Neon thought, he is going to test his strength. How did he manage to change Yuji's mind so that he wouldn't kill him?
Goku screamed as he began to release his powers. His voice echoed through the lonely, forbidden universe. A blow shook the face of the powerful Yugji, and a smile appeared on Goku's face as he collapsed to the floor. Yugji, without showing any pain from that blow, stayed thinking, "What was that? That can't be. There should not be any person capable of using it." Seeing this, Yugji shouted, "This guy fainted after using that strange technique. What do you think?" Nin exclaimed, "You refer to the Kaioken.
It is very different from yours, brother, since yours is a version of Father's powerful technique, and its power is much lower. The same happens with Goku's Kaioken. It is a technique to make a copy of yours. And from what I can see so far, it has weaknesses and side effects that you do not suffer. It would be illogical for living beings from another universe to compare themselves to you. Thank you for allowing me to have Goku here." Yugji replied, "It was nothing. Give an apology on my behalf to that angel who is your friend. My energy must have hurt her." And he began to fly slowly, leaving the place. Nin shouted, "Hey brother, the Grand Priest still plans revenge." And Yugji replied, "They will compensate him. I will be waiting." Yugji thought, "The most important thing for now is that he leaves there and becomes very powerful. Just wait. If the ancients believed that the Yagami would stand with their arms crossed forever, they were completely wrong. With the help of this one marks a beginning and an end. The beginning for us and the end for you, damn bastards." Goku, lying on the ground laughing, said, "Wow, that was incredible. Not even Kaioken at that level was able to hurt him even a little."
Nin carried him and said, "Idiot, how can you laugh after having been on the verge of death? He could have killed you with a single blow." Nin thought, "Suddenly that is what worries me. Yugji has no mercy toward anyone. What is he thinking? What is special about Goku?" In outer space of the Forbidden Universe, above a star, Yugji stretched out his arm and said, "Mother, you just have to wait a little longer." Nin returned home. "Let's go see him." Vados sighed and said, "Thank goodness they are fine." Goku recovered instantly due to his body's attention and stood up, but seconds later he spat blood and fell to his knees on the floor. Goku coughed and threw up blood countless times. Nin shouted, "Were you hit by him or not?" He replied, "He only hit me once on the back." Nin raised an energy sphere and struck Goku in the same place. Goku exclaimed, "Crazy! I feel like an energy heals my body." Nin replied, "My brother's blows are terrifying. They end the life of everything they touch, slow but sure. His abilities are similar to those of demons, but the strangest thing is that we are not demons. We are gods. It is impossible for him to have that ability." Goku replied, "That does not matter. The point is that he is very strong, and that interests me. The stronger the opponent, the stronger I will be. That is certain. That is evolution." Nin said, "Yes, whatever you say, but rest for now. Tomorrow we will begin training, after a battle, if that can even be called a battle." A night passed in the blink of an eye. The next morning, Nin woke up to start training, when suddenly Yugji appeared again. Nin, truly surprised, shouted, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Yugji replied, "Come on, sister. Does it bother you to see me?" Nin answered, "Not at all. But despite living in the same universe, you don't usually visit my home so often. You were plotting something, right? Tell me what it is." Yugji replied, "It's nothing special. It's just that I'm a better teacher than you. You know what I mean, right?" The Saiyan, Nin, and Vados were speechless upon hearing that from the terrifying Yugji. Nin said, "My crazy brother, I will let you train him. My intention is to make him strong, not send him to hell. He would not last even an hour training with you." Yugji replied, "I usually obey you in everything because I love you very much, little sister. But today I will not agree with you. He will train with me. Come on, tell him you accept." Goku thought, "Training with Nin's brother and his astonishing powers, it's amazing. It doesn't matter which of the two I train with, I will surely get good results. It's better not to make him angry. Being on his side is better." Goku exclaimed, "Nin, will you let me train with him?" Yugji mocked and shouted, "Great choice, Saiyan. Then we must leave." In 1 second, they disappeared from the spot. Vados exclaimed, "Is it fine to leave my son's life to Yugji-sama? He is not in danger." Nin replied, "Not at all. Apparently my brother likes him." For 6 months, a painful but effective training took place, which clearly made Goku much stronger. On the other side of the Forbidden Universe, the Grand Priest had not wasted time either. He and Margarita arrived at a distant planet of Universe 11. Margarita said, "From here comes the mortal who is at the level of a god, Father. But I don't understand why we want him. Goku is capable of killing gods of that level, and from what you told me, no one is capable of facing the brother of that goddess, Nin." The priest replied, "I know that perfectly. This warrior, Jiren, is just another sacrifice. If my plan works, I will be able to bring something with a teleportation technique." The Grand Priest and Margarita arrived and stood face to face with Jiren. Jiren exclaimed, "Get out of here." Margarita said, "How rude. On top of that, we came to give you very important information." Jiren said coldly, "Nothing matters to me." Margarita laughed and replied, "Surely not even the location of the assassins of all your people." Jiren expelled his power and shouted, "Don't play with that, angel." The Grand Priest used his powers, showing a scene where beings cruelly killed all of Jiren's loved ones. Jiren said, "Impossible, I erased those memories." The Grand Priest replied, "One of them has the ability to alter memories. He surely used his technique on you. But warrior, don't you want revenge? Those guys are the worst." Jiren shouted furiously, "I will kill them. Tell me where they are." The Grand Priest began to laugh and launched an energy sphere that showed Jiren the way to the Forbidden Universe. Jiren looked at the location of the Forbidden Universe and flew out of Universe 11. The Grand Priest laughed and shouted, "Fly toward your death in exchange for my Saiyan." Margarita laughing, she exclaimed, "He's a complete genius, Father. You want him to be the one who receives the punishment of the goddess Neon and her brother? And you will finally be able to obtain Goku's powers and kill that mediocre god?" The Grand Priest exclaimed, "There's very little time left for our rematch, damn it." In the Forbidden Universe, Neon admired training his brother with Goku. Vados, who was also present, said, "That is surprising. I never thought that using someone would allow them to progress so much as to fight with Yugji-sama." Neon replied, "It's true, it's incredible, but my brother is not fighting seriously, not even a little. I would say he isn't even using 10% of his strength." At that moment, both stopped fighting. Both descended along with Neon and Vados. Neon, laughing, said, "You look like another person, brother. It even seems like you're enjoying yourself." Yugji replied, "Are you joking? I'm the same as always. Besides, Goku, you need to become stronger. Until now, I was only limiting myself to fighting at your level." A little surprised, Goku shouted, "Master, are you saying that you've been holding back?" Yugji replied, "Of course, I haven't even used the Kaioken." Goku, surprised, shouted, "Really? Are you capable of using the Kaioken?" Neon, laughing, replied, "My brother created that technique. Somehow, someone from that universe assimilated that technique that you call Kaioken. But let me clarify that the power of both is very different, and it is capable of multiplying its power dozens of times. With the Kaioken, unlike you, he does not injure his body, nor lose an excessive amount of power when activating the technique. I would recommend that you try to learn the Kaioken. That will surely make you stronger." Yugji, laughing, said, "It's impossible for Goku to master the Kaioken. Even I struggled to master it. The best thing will be to use the power prison on him. That way, his strength will increase normally, but when I break the prison, his powers will grow like never before. Yes, that's what we're going to do." Yugji, laughing, shouted, "Well then, are you ready?" Goku looked at him without having any idea of what had just been said. Yugji stretched out my arm, which filled with purple energy. It began to shine. Yugji shouted, "Power prison!" A great energy entered Goku's body and began to suppress his powers. Goku shouted, "Wait, what are you doing? It hurts. My strength. What is this doing? Is it stealing it from me? Come on." Vados thought, "What a terrifying technique. No matter how strong a god may be, that powerful technique destroys any latent power within him. So my father was a victim of that power, and because of that he lost most of his strength. Goku, sweating, was trembling and said slowly, "What did you do to me, Master? I can't feel my energy. I'm quite weak. I think everything I suffered these months was useless." Goku struck the ground with his fist. Nin exclaimed, "Brother, why don't you tell him?" Yugji shouted angrily, "Calm down. Didn't I tell you that a warrior must learn to control his emotions? Why did you give up? Why did you make yourself weak? You must learn to see through deception. You didn't lose your power. I only sealed it. When I consider it necessary, I will return it. Is that clear?" Goku exclaimed, "You sealed my strength? How is that possible? For an instant, I thought you had stolen it from me." Smiling, Yugji said, "Don't be naive, Goku. Who would want your strength? There are many beings who desire those cells, but that doesn't apply to our family. Nin and I also possess the Saiyan qualities. Every time we fight, we become stronger. The big problem is that very few people can fight us at such a brutal level that makes us agonize. I think there are only a few, but all of them will die in our hands. Goku, you only need to become stronger so you can help me fight." From that event on, Goku continued training in his weakened state for an entire week. Nin admired how he was injured every day by Yugji, ending up agonizing almost to death, and that angered Nin greatly. The goddess Nin went to where her brother lived, shouting angrily, "What is fun about this? Brother, you've been half killing him for 7 days.
For that you took away his powers just to mock him? From now on, I won't allow you to train with him anymore." Yugji, laughing, replied, "I would appreciate it if you didn't interfere in my plans, little sister. I know what I'm doing." "What happens when a Saiyan is injured to the brink of death?" Nin shouted, "Don't come at me with that now." Yugji said, "You know it. They become stronger, but there is a limit. The more powerful a Saiyan becomes, the less the power increase from injuries works. That's why I took care of cutting off that great power that limited him. Of course, his warrior cells are incredible, and even without this method, he would become very powerful. But we don't have much time. I need a good opponent to fight and increase my strength." Nin said, confused, "So he will be your target?" Nin thought, "But I don't understand why he wants more power than he already has. Nobody is capable of facing him unless he is planning to confront the ancient gods." Nin shouted, "Yugji, you're not thinking of facing those gods, are you?" Yugji replied seriously, "Relax, of course not. I love Mom a lot, but not even I could handle that. Enough. I just want to become stronger, that's all." Nin, laughing, said, "Thank you, brother. Now I'm calm. I thought you were beating Goku like that for no reason. I'll see you later." Nin left the home. After that, Yugji released a great power and thought, "Of course I will face those damned gods and I will tear them to pieces. I will recover Mom and make them see the power of the Yagami." 2 weeks later, Goku and Yugji were about to begin another harsh training when a disturbance was felt, approaching closer and closer to planet Duero. Yugji shouted, "That guy has a weak but unpleasant key, and I also feel something strange in it. Goku, this time I'll let you show me that you are capable of expelling the trash from our universe." Goku happily thought, "The Master recognizes me as part of this universe. I won't disappoint him." Goku exclaimed, "Excuse me, Master, would you be so kind as to release my power?" Yugji, laughing, replied, "Aren't you capable of defeating him as you are now?" Goku replied, "You want me to take this threat as just another training session? All right, I'll try. I'll do it. I will kill whoever dares to come to our home." Minutes later, that individual appeared, expelling a dark ki and looking quite angry. Jiren shouted, "Finally, the day will come when I take revenge on scum like you. This ends here. You are dead,
and I will also destroy this pathetic planet as you did with my people." Jiren launched an energy sphere at the planet, which would crash into the ground but barely made a small crater. Laughing, Yugji said, "With this pathetic power, you think you can destroy my planet and this universe?" Jiren shouted, "Die, damn you!" Jiren launched a more powerful energy sphere at Yugji, but Goku stepped in front of it, stopping it with his arms and deflecting it away from the planet. Jiren then attacked Goku ferociously with the intention of ending his life. Goku was able to face him with great ease despite having his power sealed. Jiren began to be injured by the Saiyan. "How is it possible? His strength can rival mine," Jiren said. Goku replied, "That's obvious. Compared to Yugji, you're a turtle. Your movements are predictable and very slow." Jiren, frustrated, shouted, "Don't laugh at me." Yugji thought, "How strange. Who is this subject?" Jiren began to push his strength to the limit. At that moment, his body began to undergo a great change, and his ki went completely out of control. Elsewhere, the Grand Priest shouted, "This distance is perfect. You're already mine, Goku." Suddenly, a devastating explosion happened. A portal opened in front of Goku. A strange and malevolent energy pulled Goku with great force, swallowing him in a very unusual way. Yugji shouted, "I knew it. There were two ki. That guy was only a pawn. I recognize the other ki. Damn priest. He didn't dare come here and sent his puppet. Damn it, I have to do something." Yugji didn't return Goku's powers and thought, "If I don't hurry, he will kill him."
Nin arrived at the place and shouted, "Brother, what was that explosion?" Yugji hurriedly said, "The priest set a trap for us. We were careless. He took Goku with a shifting portal." Yugji disappeared from Nin's sight. Nin, sweating, thought, "My brother was too agitated. That speed. He used the Kaioken." Elsewhere, Goku appeared in front of the Grand Priest and Margarita. The Grand Priest mocked him and shouted, "Finally, we are together. Come on, little Saiyan. Are you ready to be devoured?" Goku, furious, said, "Priest, so this was all you're doing. You keep trying to meddle with us. You even used that warrior for your ambitions." Grand Priest, laughing, said, "Poor idiot. The truth is, yes, I pity him. It took him 3 weeks to reach the Forbidden Universe without knowing he would die there in a great explosion. He fulfilled his duty well. Now all that remains is for you to become part of my power." Ultra Super Saiyan God Goku, sweating, thought, "I'm in trouble. My power is very weak now." Margarita murmured, "He looks pale. Are you all right, worm? Or even those who are a warrior race fear death. Feel honored. Your essence will live on in my father." Grand Priest began forming a technique that started devouring Goku's ki. Goku shouted, "I won't be your food, damn priest. I can't die now. I have a place to return to. Nin needs me. Even Yugji needs me." Goku placed his fingers on his forehead, but was unable to feel a ki. Grand Priest, mocking, exclaimed, "You won't escape the same way again. This place is sealed with the angel's technique. It is impossible to leave." Goku said, "No way. I'll fight like this. Triple Kaioken." He appeared behind Grand Priest at great speed. Grand Priest turned around and struck Goku in the face. Goku endured it. "It's nothing. This is nothing. Quadruple Kaioken." He attacked again with Kaioken 10x, but still couldn't land a hit on the Grand Priest. Margarita, laughing, shouted, "Idiot! An insignificant Saiyan is no rival for the Great Priest, father of all angels. Surrender and avoid suffering." Goku shouted, "I won't surrender. Even if my body is torn apart, I will keep fighting, and I won't rest until I see you dead."
Grand Priest, annoyed, replied, bothered by the deaths of mediocrities like Whis and Vados. Goku shouted, Kaioken 10 times, I won't let you mock the death of Whis nor insult my mom. At super speed, he struck Grand Priest's stomach, making him spit blood. After that, he launched a Kamehameha that failed to hit him. Grand Priest wiped the blood and murmured, the food is getting difficult. Well, well, what should I do with you now? It seems you're getting stronger and stronger. So that is the Kaioken, a magnificent technique, but I don't think you can maintain it for long. Or am I wrong? Before you do anything else, you will see me at 100%, the power of the Great Priest. Goku thought, damn it, the Kaioken still consumes too much energy. That's what happens when you don't train your weaknesses. Grand Priest released a tremendous power. His power was felt by Yugji, who was heading there at great speed, and by Zeno-sama, who was very close in the realm of everything. Zeno, furious, said to the guards, that is Grand Priest's power. I knew it. He is in the hands of that worm, just as that angel said. Those two betrayed me and are planning to put this universe in grave danger. Let's eliminate him before that idiot offends even more. The guards obeyed his orders. Zeno-sama headed toward the Forbidden Kingdom to enforce his authority as king. Grand Priest, pulsating with great power, said, what do you think, Goku? Are you capable of surpassing this power? Goku replied, you are strong, but you don't compare to him. Grand Priest said, what a joke. Who are you referring to? Goku shouted, you are nothing compared to Yugji. Grand Priest struck Goku violently while saying, don't mention that name. Goku crashed into the ground. Grand Priest walked toward him laughing, ready to devour him once and for all.
Goku floated in the void, barely conscious, his body broken in more ways than he could count. The Grand Priest approached with the patience of someone who had already won, who was simply waiting for the formality of victory to complete itself. The consumption technique gathered in his hands, larger now, absolute, a sphere of energy designed specifically to dissolve and absorb, to take what was essential in another being and make it fuel for something greater. You are finished, Goku, the Grand Priest said. His voice carried across the void with perfect clarity, undiminished by the absence of air. You fought well, better than I expected, truthfully. But the third person to witness this power will not survive. Do you understand what that means? Goku's vision was failing. He could barely make out the Grand Priest's shape through the haze of pain and exhaustion, but he forced words through his broken jaw anyway. I imagine the other two were Neon and Yugji, so why are they still alive? The Grand Priest's expression darkened. In one instant, he was standing at a distance. In the next, he was directly in front of Goku, his fist already buried in Goku's stomach before the Saiyan could register the movement. The blow was not like the others. This one carried intent, not just to damage, but to break something fundamental. Goku felt his organs shift, felt ribs crack inward, felt his spine compress from the force transmitted through his entire torso. He spat blood, could not move, could not breathe. The Grand Priest's hand closed around his throat, lifting him effortlessly. I will show you something, brave little bastard, and I will show it to that stupid sister of yours as well. When this is consummated, when you have been absorbed completely and your essence lives on inside me, you will finally understand true terror.
not the fear of death, the fear of existing without existing, of being aware while having no agency, of watching through my eyes as I use your power to destroy everything you tried to protect. He hurled Goku away.
The Saiyan's body tumbled through space, hit a fragment of dimensional debris, shattered it, and slammed into the ground of a nearby asteroid with enough force to crack it core deep. Margarita stood nearby, watching with carefully composed neutrality.
I already told you,
She said, as Goku struggled to rise.
everyone who resists is empty-headed. Why don't you understand that Father's power goes far beyond your imagination? Even if you trained for 1,000 years, you would never overthrow him. Now be a good boy and stop resisting. Accept it. The strongest warrior essence will be born, you and he, merged into something invincible.
Goku pushed himself to his hands and knees. Blood ran from his mouth in streams, pooling on the shattered stone beneath him. I don't need all that, he said. Each word was shattered glass in his throat. I'm going to kill him, right now. The Grand Priest heard that, and something in him snapped. What followed was not a fight. It was systematic destruction. The Grand Priest moved with a speed that left no room for response. He appeared beside Goku, seized him by the arm and slammed him into the asteroid's surface once, twice, 3 times, each impact creating a crater deeper than the last. Then he hurled him upward, appeared above him mid-flight, and drove him back down with a double-fisted strike that sent him through the asteroid entirely, out the other side into open space again. Goku tried to activate the Kaioken. His body refused. The technique had burned through everything he had. There was nothing left to multiply. The Grand Priest caught him, held him at arm's length, and began striking methodically. Ribs, jaw, kidney, solar plexus, temple. Each blow placed with surgical precision to maximize damage without granting the mercy of unconsciousness. Goku thought, damn it, this bastard is going to kill me. I can't defeat him. He moves so fast, hits with terrifying power. Every technique I have, every adaptation I've learned means nothing if I can't even track his movements. The Grand Priest paused, observed Goku's shattered body with the clinical detachment of a scientist examining failed experiment results. Then he delivered a final kick, measured, perfect, aimed at the exact point on Goku's temple that would end consciousness without ending life. Goku's eyes rolled back. He went limp. Finally, the Grand Priest said. His voice carried genuine satisfaction. The power of the Ultra God is mine. Margarita, watching from a safe distance, thought,
Father's power is astonishing. He humiliated Goku as if the Saiyan were nothing, as if those months of training in the Forbidden Universe meant nothing at all.
The Grand Priest turned to her. Margarita, get away from here now, unless you want to become food as well. Though truthfully, your energy does not interest me. What I want is to become a god. The energy I am about to consume will elevate me beyond anything the 12 universes have ever known.
Margarita withdrew, quickly, silently. The Grand Priest gathered his technique once more. A gigantic spirit emerged from the energy, something vast and hungry and utterly wrong, a manifestation of dissolution given form. It descended upon Goku's unconscious body and began to feed, not just on his ki, but on everything, his blood, his cells, his memories, the very essence of what made him Goku. The Grand Priest watched with an expression approaching ecstasy. And then a voice cut through the void, high and furious and absolute.
Stop right now.
Zeno-sama appeared in the space between one moment and the next, his 2 guards flanking him instantly. His small form radiated an energy that made even the Grand Priest pause in his consumption.
Zeno said, his childlike voice carrying a weight that bent reality around it.
Grand Priest, you dare make another move. Come with me and accept your punishment, or I will kill you here.
The Grand Priest looked at him and smiled. Kill me? You are too late, Zeno-sama. I have already obtained the supreme power. I never thought it would be such an incredible source of energy. He raised one hand, examining it as though seeing it for the first time. Power rolled off him in visible waves. My strength is even greater than what Yugji stole from me millions of years ago, so why don't you try to stop me if you can? The two guards moved instantly, placing themselves between Zeno and the threat. The Grand Priest's smile widened. If all of you come at once, I would crush the three of you together. Actually, please do. I would enjoy testing this new power against something more substantial than an unconscious Saiyan. Before Zeno or his guards could move, before the Grand Priest could make good on his threat, a crimson ray of energy shot through the void with impossible speed and struck all of them simultaneously, sending Zeno, both guards, and the Grand Priest flying in different directions like pieces scattered by an explosion. The energy dissipated. A figure descended into the space they had occupied. If a wretch like this dares speak to the king of all that way, it means this universe has truly fallen into chaos. How can there be such a ruler who allows his subordinates to betray him so completely? The guards recovered first, moved to attack.
Hey, bastard, don't speak to Zeno-sama like that. Don't you know who he is? Were you the one who interfered? The Lord was just about to finish off the priest.
Zeno-sama, rising more slowly, raised one hand. The guards froze instantly. Enough, Zeno said.
I apologize for the disrespect of these idiots toward you, Yugji-sama.
The guards froze. One of them murmured,
That boy is the almighty Yugji Yagami? Impossible. He doesn't even seem strong. Even his energy signature is null. There's nothing.
Yugji ignored them completely. His eyes swept the battlefield, found Goku's unconscious form, saw the Grand Priest already beginning to rise, power radiating from him in ways it had not before. I arrived too late, Yugji said. Something in his voice was wrong. Not loud, not emotional, but carrying an edge that suggested violence held behind a very thin wall. Now what am I going to tell my sister? He turned to the Grand Priest. Bastard, you did this to my disciple. This time you will wish you were in hell. Zeno-sama stepped forward.
Lord Yugji, please, let me handle this. This is my universe. It is my duty to correct the Grand Priest's betrayal.
Yuji's eyes snapped to him, purple, cold, utterly without mercy. You failed in your duty. You were supposed to prevent him from killing. You were too slow, and you failed to notice what that idiot was plotting even though he stood beside you for millions of years. You never discovered his evil intentions. Zeno-sama bowed his head.
My sincerest apologies. You have permission to use the Super Dragon Balls of this universe. Please do not be angry.
The Grand Priest, recovered now, laughed. Don't worry, Yugji. I won't let you revive him, because he isn't dead. His soul and energy are inside my body now. I am a god. Finally, after millions of years, I am whole again.
Yuji's eyes snapped to him, purple, cold, utterly without mercy. You are useless and cowardly, but you have given me a useful clue. If I kill you, Goku's soul will return to his body. Impossible, the Grand Priest replied. If I die, he dies too. You have no alternative but to forget him. He paused. What happened, Yugji? I have never seen the purple-eyed demon so worried. You should worry about your own life, scum. This time I will not repeat my mistake. I will finish you using Goku's powers. The Grand Priest moved. The speed was different now, not just fast, but enhanced by Goku's Saiyan cells, by the adaptation that had been bred into every fiber of the Saiyan's being. He appeared in front of Yugji in less time than it took to register the movement, his fist already driving toward Yuji's face with the full force of his restored and augmented power. The blow connected. Yuji's head turned 4 degrees to the side. That was all. The Grand Priest followed immediately with a devastating combination, 12 strikes in 2 seconds, each one aimed at a vital point, each one carrying enough force to shatter a planet. Then he gathered energy in both hands and unleashed a destructive supernova at point-blank range, a sphere of annihilation that engulfed everything within 100 meters. The explosion lit up the void like a newborn star. The Grand Priest withdrew from the blast radius, breathing slightly harder than before. Goku's power was extraordinary, yes, but it was also wild, untamed in a way that his own carefully cultivated strength had never been. It required focus to control. He thought, I admit it, you are incredible, Goku. My power increases every second as your cells adapt to me. I don't know if I will be able to fully control it, but what you thought would save you has become your destruction. This is what happens when you underestimate your opponent. One of Zeno's guards, watching from a safe distance, said shakily,
Lord Zeno, this Yuji-sama was defeated with a single exchange.
Zeno-sama shook his head, his expression unreadable.
You have no idea what he is capable of. Yugji is the true heir of the realm of all. He can enter the secret chambers of the kingdom.
But how could he enter those chambers? Even we were beaten back from that place.
Watch.
Zeno said quietly.
And learn.
The smoke from the explosion began to clear. Yugji stood exactly where he had been standing before the attack. His clothes were undamaged. His posture had not changed. There was not a single mark on him. The Grand Priest stared. What? Not even a scratch? Yugji said nothing, simply looked at him with those purple eyes, utterly calm. The Grand Priest's expression twisted into something between fury and disbelief. Fine, I will show you more of my new power. What followed was not a battle in any conventional sense. It was a demonstration of the gap between fighting and fighting. The Grand Priest attacked with everything. Massive energy spheres launched from every angle, each one large enough to consume a solar system. Beams of concentrated destruction that could pierce dimensional walls. Physical strikes delivered at speeds that bent causality, where the impact arrived before the movement that caused it. Every second, his power grew. Goku's cells were doing what they always did, adapting, evolving, pushing past previous limits. The Grand Priest could feel it happening inside him, a constant upward pressure that made each attack stronger than the last. And Yugji dodged everything. Not with visible effort, not with dramatic movements. He simply was not in the place where the attacks arrived. Every energy sphere passed through empty space. Every beam found nothing. Every strike met air. One of the guards, watching with increasing horror, murmured,
He doesn't seem to move, but his speed and reaction are unbeatable. Our eyes cannot follow it. Is that ultra instinct?
Zeno-sama replied quietly.
Demon eyes. He can see the attack before it is launched, not through precognition, but through reading the micro-movements of the attacker's body, the shift in their energy, the intent that precedes action. He is not reacting, he is predicting with perfect accuracy.
A pause.
And he is playing with him, testing something. Otherwise, he would have ended this already.
The Grand Priest, breathing hard now, stopped his assault. Stop. Stop saving that insect. Don't you see I am going to kill you? Yugji's expression did not change, but he thought, killing him is very easy. I could end this in one move, but I don't know what would happen if I destroy his body before extracting Goku's soul. The consumption technique is still active. They are connected. If I sever that connection incorrectly, Goku might be lost entirely. He thought, since Goku arrived in our universe, my sister has been smiling, actually smiling, something I have not seen her do in centuries. I will not allow her to be hurt by losing him, and I need him. To save Mother, I need warriors who can stand at the edge of death and come back stronger. Goku is one of perhaps 3 beings in all existence who can do that.
He thought, so I will let this continue a little longer, until I understand the technique completely. The Grand Priest gathered energy in both hands and hurled it at Yugji. Not a sphere this time, but a wave, a tsunami of destructive force that filled the entire visible space. It struck. Yugji allowed it to hit him. The energy slammed him down, driving him into the surface of a nearby planetoid with enough force to crack it into fragments. Dust and debris filled the void. The Grand Priest, laughing now, descended toward the impact site. The mighty Yugji lies broken on the ground. You should make me king of all just for rescuing this universe from your arrogance. Through the dust, Yugji's voice, utterly calm. You idiot. You are very weak. Hurry up and try to absorb my powers too, or are you afraid? The Grand Priest's smile vanished. Rage replaced it, pure, burning, uncontrolled. He descended into the crater and began striking Yugji without restraint. Not tactical blows, not measured force, simply beating him again and again, channeling every ounce of his augmented strength into breaking this being who had humiliated him for millions of years. While this happened, Yugji sent a mental message, brief, precise. Dwarf, I have a plan. Do not interfere. Zeno-sama, receiving it, thought his reply.
As you say.
The Grand Priest continued his assault, his voice rising with each strike. Your great powers are formidable, but they are no match for me now. I will humiliate you here. Then I will take your powers, kill your sister, destroy your lovely universe and everything in it. Hearing that, hearing the threat against Nin spoken aloud, something in Yugji's eyes changed. Try it, he said quietly. The Grand Priest felt something shift, a pressure in the air that had not been there a moment before. For the first time since absorbing Goku's power, he felt not fear exactly, but caution. He fell to his knees without understanding why. Thought, more power. I need more power. The fear I intended to create has disappeared. He is not afraid of me. He has never been afraid of me. What am I missing? He stood, attacked again. This time faster, stronger, each movement enhanced not just by Goku's cells, but by his own desperation. He had come too far to fail now. Too far to let this arrogant god take everything from him again. Zeno-sama, watching from a distance, thought,
You are incredible, Yugji. You are making him think he is winning, making him pour everything into this assault, but he has not even managed to draw blood from you, not one drop.
after what felt like an eternity of sustained combat, though in reality it had been perhaps 3 minutes. The Grand Priest withdrew.
He was breathing hard. Sweat ran down his face despite the void's absence of temperature. Goku's power burned inside him, demanding release, demanding to be used in ways he had not yet mastered. He made a decision, gathered every ounce of energy he possessed, both his own carefully cultivated strength and the wild, untamed power he had stolen from Goku, and began to shape it into his ultimate technique, the one he had spent thousands of years perfecting, the one designed specifically to break power prison and consume divine essence. "How is this possible?" he said, his voice shaking with something between awe and fury. "I had all of this power, Goku's cells, his adaptation, his limitless potential, and a bastard like you still exists. My strength is so great it should make you look weak, so weak. If that is what it must be, then I am tired of fighting you. I cannot stand seeing your face, but I will keep your strength." The energy around him condensed into a form, not a sphere, not a beam, but something else entirely, a manifestation of dissolution and consumption, the culmination of everything he had learned about taking power from others. Radiance of death. The technique launched. At that exact instant, Yugji opened his eyes fully for the first time in the battle. Purple light filled the void. He smiled, just slightly, just at the corner of his mouth, and said in a voice that carried perfect certainty, "Radiance of death." The Grand Priest screamed, "Damn you! That technique took me thousands of years to perfect. I created it specifically to recover my powers. It is impossible that you can use it." The two techniques collided in the space between them. For 1 second they were matched, equal forces pushing against each other, creating a point of impossible pressure where reality itself began to fracture. Then Yuji's technique began to consume the Grand Priest's. Not overpower it, consume it, learn it, replicate it perfectly, and then improve upon it in real time, using the Grand Priest's own energy as a template for something more refined. Within seconds, the Grand Priest's radiance of death shattered. The energy reversed, flowed back toward him, and then past him, toward Goku's unconscious form. Yuji's eyes were shining now, fully active, the demon eyes seeing not just the present, but the structure of the technique itself, the way it connected souls and bodies, the precise thread that needed to be severed to extract one without destroying the other. He thought, just as planned, my eyes can learn any technique except Reikiri, the one technique built specifically to resist observation. The reversed radiance of death entered Goku's body, began extracting what had been taken, began returning what belonged to him. The Grand Priest collapsed to his knees, screaming. Was it because my technique was incomplete? I feel weaker. No, this is not possible. I had everything. I was whole again.
Yugji turned away from the Grand Priest, looked toward Goku's form, said, loud enough for the Saiyan to hear even in unconsciousness, "Next time, do not let yourself be dominated so easily. Do you want to see my sister suffer?" Goku's eyes opened. His body was still broken, his energy was still depleted, but something had returned to him, not just his power, but his essence, the fundamental thing that made him himself. He stood, slowly, painfully. "So you saved me," he said. His voice was rough, damaged, but steady. The Grand Priest, watching this, felt something he had not felt in millions of years. True fear. He stole Goku's powers from me and returned them. He is a demon, a true demon. I have to escape.
He looked toward the dimensional barriers, searching for the seal Zeno had placed, planning to use its dissolution as an escape route. Yugji's voice cut through his thoughts. Goku, take back what is yours. Tear him to pieces. A pause. Power prison. Release. The technique that had been suppressing Goku's strength for weeks shattered. A thunderous sound echoed through the void, not an explosion, but something deeper. The sound of compressed potential finally being allowed to expand, of power that had been building pressure against an absolute constraint suddenly finding itself free. Light erupted from Goku's body. When it cleared, he stood transformed. Not a new form, not a different state, simply himself, but refined, compressed, enhanced by weeks of fighting while sealed, of learning to do more with less, of adapting to impossible circumstances until adaptation became his natural state. His voice from within the light. "What do you say we start this fight again, Grand Priest?" Zeno-sama gestured to his guards. They teleported instantly, taking the King of All to a safe distance.
I leave this fight to you both,
Zeno said quietly.
Show him what happens when you betray those who trusted you.
Doku moved. The Grand Priest barely registered the motion before the fist was already buried in his stomach, driven through flesh and bone and out the other side. A perfect strike that carried not just physical force, but the accumulated rage of every moment spent helpless, every second spent being consumed. The Grand Priest's eyes went wide. He looked down at the arm piercing his body, vomited blood, fell.
I cannot die like this. I am the Grand Priest, the strongest in the universe, the father of all angels. I was supposed to recover everything. I was supposed to have my revenge. I was supposed to be whole again. Goku withdrew his arm, looked down at the broken figure with an expression that carried no satisfaction, no triumph, just cold finality. "You are a loser," he said. "One of the greatest deities in existence, and you stooped so low as to steal others' powers because you were too weak to reclaim your own through honest effort. I almost lost everything because of you. My home, my friends, my master's trust. I will never forgive you for that." He extended his arm. Energy gathered, purple, divine, carrying the dissolution technique that Yugji had taught him, that he had learned through observation during their training. Hakai. The technique engulfed the Grand Priest completely. For one moment, his scream echoed through the void. Not pain, but disbelief. The fundamental shock of a being who had spent millions of years believing he was owed victory, finally understanding that the universe owed him nothing. Impossible. Then silence. The Grand Priest vanished, not killed, erased, reduced to absolute nothing. Every particle of his being dissolved and scattered across the fundamental void that predated existence itself. Zeno-sama, watching from his distant vantage point, said quietly,
He is someone worth having. He erased an angel, something that should be impossible. The Hakai of the gods cannot touch angels, and yet...
Yugji appeared beside Goku, his arrival so sudden it seemed he had simply chosen to be there. "Well then, dwarf," he called across the void to Zeno, "we will return to our universe. Be more careful with your angels, vet them properly. And by the way, what will you do with that other angel who is trembling in fear over there?" He gestured toward where Maricarta had been hiding, pressed against a fragment of debris, trying to make herself invisible. She thought,
They are demons, both of them. That terrifying man who killed my father like an insect, and the Saiyan who erased him from existence as though he were nothing. I have to escape. I have to...
Zeno-sama's voice,
calm and absolute.
Do not worry. I will handle it.
Marakarta disappeared in an instant, not fled, but erased, removed from existence with the same casual finality that Zeno applied to universes that displeased him. Yugji laughed, actually laughed, a sound that carried genuine amusement. It still surprises me how easily you erase everything.
Only you I cannot erase,
Zeno replied. There was no resentment in his voice, simply statement of fact. Yugji turned to Goku. Come on, with your speed it will take hours to return to our universe. Goku blinked. Master, don't tell me you cannot teleport? Then how did you arrive here so fast? Yuji's expression shifted into something resembling embarrassment, an emotion so foreign to his face that it took Goku a moment to recognize it. Do not laugh at me, damn it! It is not that I cannot, it is that I have never seen anyone use the technique before. I can only teleport short distances. Getting across universes is impossible for me. Goku smiled. Despite the pain, despite the exhaustion, despite everything. Do not worry, Master. I will show you, Master. Come on, I will do the teleportation. He placed 2 fingers to his forehead, reached out with his senses, searching for a familiar key signature across the dimensional barrier. Found Nin. Always Nin. Her energy was like a beacon, impossible to miss, impossible to mistake for anything else. He grabbed Yuji's shoulder. They both disappeared. One of Zeno's guards, still processing what had just happened, said shakily,
Lord Zeno, if he cannot teleport across universes, then how did he arrive here so quickly?
Zeno-sama smiled.
You did not see the truth of his power. He won with strategy, not brute force. He let the Grand Priest think he was winning, let him pour everything into the assault, all while studying the consumption technique with those demon eyes. He learned it, perfected it, and then used it better than its creator ever could. As for how he arrived, he flew through dimensional space at speeds that would tear apart anyone without Yagami blood. He moved so fast that reality itself could barely keep up.
Goku and Yugji materialized in the Forbidden Universe, on the plateau where training had taken place for months. Nin was there instantly. She had been waiting, pacing, her anxiety visible in the way her energy fluctuated.
Goku,
She said. Her voice was carefully controlled, but something in her eyes gave away the fear she had been holding.
are you okay?
She turned to Yugji.
Thank you, brother.
Yugji said nothing, simply nodded once, and began to walk away toward his own dwelling. Goku watched him go. Thought, he saved me, not because he had to, not because it was strategic, because I am his disciple, because I matter to him. Elsewhere, in a remote place far from where they stood, in a region of the Forbidden Universe that even Nin rarely visited, someone stood watching. A figure whose presence made the space around them feel heavier, older, more final. He observed Yuji's retreating form through means that had nothing to do with sight. So, Yugji, the figure said quietly, you are that cold like ice, and yet you look happy, actually happy. He turned his attention to Goku. Saiyan, who are you, and why does my son care?
The evil plans of the Grand Priest had failed. Goku had ended his life after finally unleashing the true power that had been sealed within him for weeks. Power that had been compressed, refined, pushed past its natural limits through training under impossible constraints. The Grand Priest, father of all angels, architect of millennia of schemes, had been reduced to nothing, erased, made less than memory. Now they stood in the Forbidden Universe once more, home. The plateau beneath their feet was familiar,
solid, real in a way that the void between dimensions could never be. They looked at each other, Goku, Yugji, Nin, Vados, and something passed between them that was close to happiness, an event that would draw the attention of another being in the Forbidden Universe, someone who had been watching, someone who had been waiting. Goku looked up at the sky, his voice carrying across the emptiness. "Mom, I finally did it. I ended the life of that miserable being. The Grand Priest paid for the death of Whis, for everything he took from you, from us." Yugji, standing a few paces away, laughed, actually laughed, the sound startling in its genuineness. "But wow, before that, he did whatever he wanted with you. That madman beat you like you were nothing. I arrived barely in time." Goku lowered his head, not in shame, in gratitude. "Thank you very much, Master. I was capable of killing him, yes, but only because you protected me first. You saved me when I could not save myself. Truly, thank you." Yuji's expression shifted into something uncomfortable, as though genuine emotion was a language he had not spoken in a very long time. "Don't be so formal. We have been fighting together for months. Besides," he glanced at Nin, "someone would cry for your death, and I did not want that to happen." Nin's face flushed instantly. "Brother, I care about his well-being, that is all." The moment hung between them, fragile, tentative, the kind of peace that exists only in the seconds after great violence, before the universe remembers that peace is temporary. And then reality remembered. A black hole opened behind Goku. Not slowly, not with warning, simply there. A tear in space so sudden and so total that even Yuji's enhanced perception registered it only as it was already happening. It swallowed Goku whole. One moment he was standing on the plateau, smiling, alive. The next, he was gone, pulled backward into absence so fast that the air rushed in to fill the space he had occupied, creating a thunderclap of displaced atmosphere. Yugji stared at the empty space. "Is this a joke?" His voice was flat, carefully controlled. Again, he was absorbed by one of those portals. What luck he has. Nin's voice rising. "Goku, brother, do something!" Yugji was already moving, his mind reaching out across the dimensional fabric of our universe, searching for Goku's key signature the way a blind man searches for light. Nothing.
He activated his demon eyes, the purple glow filling his vision, allowing him to see not just the present, but the echoes of recent movements, the disturbances in space-time that marked where beings had been. Still nothing. "I am sorry, sister," he said quietly. "It seems as if he has disappeared from the universe entirely. Not even my eyes are capable of finding him." Nin's hands clenched into fists. Her energy spiked. Not an attack, just the physical manifestation of fear trying to become rage, because rage was easier to hold than helplessness. Vados stood silent, her expression unreadable, but her eyes were searching the sky as well. None of them knew that Goku was closer than they could possibly imagine. Goku fell, not through space, through absence, through a place where light did not exist because light had never been invited. He hit ground that felt solid but looked like void, and for a moment he simply lay there, disoriented, his senses struggling to adapt to a place that should not be possible. A voice emerged from the darkness, not loud, not threatening, simply present the way gravity is present. "I had no idea that those of your universe had evolved to such a level. Or perhaps you are the only one. You have earned my admiration. You are able to stand beside those two and continue breathing. That alone marks you as extraordinary."
Goku pushed himself to his feet, instinct bringing his guard up even though he could not see the speaker. "Who are you? Why did you bring me to this place?" "Tell me," the voice replied. "Why do you try to help my son in his madness? None of you will return alive from what he plans. The ancient gods are not beings you fight and win against. They are forces, inevitabilities. You might as well try to punch death itself."
Goku's mind caught on one word: son. His voice careful now. This subject is Yugji and Nin's father? You don't seem like someone who has lived millions of years. Light appeared, not illuminating the space, but defining a figure. A man who looked perhaps 40 in human years, with features that carried echoes of both Yugji's cold precision and Nin's fierce beauty. His eyes were dark, empty in a way that had nothing to do with color and everything to do with what had been taken from behind them. I am Jirro Yagami. Come closer, brat. What is your name? Goku approached, his warrior's instinct cataloging everything. The way Jirro stood, the complete absence of fighting stance, the energy signature that was simultaneously vast and somehow dormant, like an ocean that had decided not to have tides anymore. I am Goku. Pleased to meet you, sir. A pause. Forgive my disrespect, but your power is too low to be part of that family. Yugji and Nin both carry energy that make reality bend around them. You feel quiet. Jirro laughed. It was not a happy sound. And you think that observation makes you clever? Perhaps you are right. What use is unbeatable power, being the strongest, the invincible warrior, if you are not capable of protecting someone with it? His voice dropped to something quieter, more terrible. I no longer need my power. I will never fight again. When I lost her, I lost everything.
You are talking about Nin's mother, Goku said, not a question. Indeed, so you already knew. Jirro turned away, looking at nothing. Kana, the mother of my children. She was taken by those damn beings. I tried to stop them. I used every technique I had mastered over millions of years. I fought with everything I was, and it was not enough. His hands clenched. And by my beloved woman's wishes, I held back my other power, the one that might have made a difference. She begged me never to use it, said it would destroy who I was, so I honored her wish, and I lost her because of it. Another power? Goku asked carefully. Forget it. It is not important anymore. Jirro's voice was hollow. As I told you, being the strongest is useless. I still remember her tears. She was begging them not to kill me, not to take her, begging for my life even as they tore her away from this universe. And I could do nothing. I am so stupid. I should have saved her. Now my life has no meaning. Goku was silent for a long moment. Then, you are wrong. Jirro turned, something dangerous moving behind his eyes. What did you say? You are wrong, Goku repeated, his voice steady. You have your children, Yugji and Nin. They are still here, still alive, still fighting. Why do you live in this lonely, dark place? No matter if you were defeated once, you should have tried again, and again, until death or victory. That is what warriors do. Warriors, Jirro said softly, die meaningless deaths. Maybe, Goku agreed, but they die trying. You gave up. The air in the dark place shifted, pressure built. Jiro's voice was very quiet. Choose your next words carefully, Saiyan. Forget about saving Kana, Goku said, not backing down. Stop helping your children. Let them die. The ancient gods are too powerful, right? Why bother? Silence. That is what you are telling yourself, is it not? That it is hopeless, that you already tried, that there is no point. You understand nothing. I understand that you are a coward. The word hung in the darkness like a blade. Goku continued, his voice rising. With all respect, sir, you are nothing more than a coward. You do not understand Nin's pain. She misses her mother every single day. She lives alone in this gigantic universe with only her brother, who trains without rest to avenge those beings. And what have you done? Lamented your defeat, isolated yourself from your own children. I know the pain of losing everything. My memories were erased. I woke up in a universe that was not mine, with no idea who I was or what I had lost. Even so, I stood up, moved forward,
never gave up, because giving up is the only true defeat. Jirro stared at him. If you know the pain of losing everything, then why do you help them? When you cross through the portal to the realm of all, you will see hell itself. There is no turning back. The ancient gods will destroy you. So why throw your life away?
Goku's expression softened. You still do not understand, sir. I do it because I do not want to lose what is important to me. I once lost everything. I never want to live through that again. If you let Yugji go alone, there is a higher chance of him dying than if we go together. And even if I do not go with him, he will go anyway. He has trained his entire life to save his mother. A pause. So, I will go with him, because that is what you do for people who matter. Why? Jiro's voice cracked. Why go so far for someone you barely know? You have been in our universe for months, nothing compared to the eons we have existed. Why would you die for us? I do not know, Goku admitted. I do not even fully understand it myself, but I never want to see Neon suffer again. She hates men because it was men who took her beloved mother away from her. She has been hurt in ways I cannot imagine. I will destroy Neon's past of torment. Together, Yugji and I will bring her mother back, even if it costs me my life. Jirro looked at him for a long time. Thought, if only I had the courage to release my demonic power when they came for her, Kana would not have been taken from this universe. She would have been happy. I would not have filled her heart with resentment and fear. I failed completely. I only brought pain and misery to everyone I loved. My family. My whole life was a failure. Yes, he said finally. You are right, Goku. I was nothing but a coward. He stepped forward. But you are the light of hope that will illuminate the path of my beloved children. Come closer, son. Take my hand. Goku, surprised by the sudden shift, asked, What are you going to do, sir? Jiro's expression was somber, final. I am entrusting you with the destiny of my beloved children. Do not disappoint me. Take care of Yugji. Keep Neon happy. If I see her suffer because of you, I will kill you. Is that clear? Goku reached out, took Jiro's hand. Jirro began to scream. An immense aura erupted from his body, not the quiet, dormant energy Goku had sensed before, but something vast and terrible and ancient, power that had been sealed, compressed, held back for so long that its release was like a dam breaking. It poured out of Jirro in visible waves, red and gold, and shot through with something darker, and all of it flowed into Goku. Goku's body lit up, his cells screamed, his bones felt like they were being rewritten at a molecular level. Sir, what is this terrible power? Where did it come from? I have given you all my divine power, Jirro said. His voice was steady even as his body weakened, as the energy that had defined him for millions of years left him completely. As I told you, I have no intention of fighting again. My power and my spirit will be by your side now. He thought, quieter, It is a shame you are still weak. Otherwise, I would give you my other powers as well, the demonic inheritance. But you are not ready for that. Not yet. The transfer completed. Goku collapsed to his knees, gasping. His entire body was different, not transformed, but fundamentally altered, as though someone had taken his blueprint and redrawn it with ink made of starlight. Jirro, now diminished, spoke quickly. Do not ask any more questions. Go, Goku. This place is sealed. Normally no one can leave it, but with my power inside you, the seal will recognize you as Yagami. Nin must be worried. Return to her. Goku stood, bowed his head deeply. Thank you very much, and I am sorry to say it again, but you were a coward. You were a very strong being, perhaps the strongest. With this power you have given me, I know we will succeed.
He closed his eyes, felt the new energy inside him, the way it responded to his intent, reached out with his mind and tore a hole in space itself, creating a portal back to the forbidden universe with an ease that shocked him. He stepped through. Jirro watched him go, murmured to the empty darkness. He is a genius. It took him no effort at all to manipulate dimensional barriers. I can finally be at ease. His eyes, which had been dark and empty, changed color, became purple, then red, then something that was no color at all. And then he fell asleep, his body settling into the darkness as though it had always been part of it. A portal opened above the plateau, massive, crackling with energy, tearing through the fabric of space with an authority that made even Yugji look up sharply. Goku stepped through. Nin's voice, immediate. "Look, is that—" Yugji was already analyzing him with his demon eyes, and what he saw made him go very still. "It is really you. What happened? Your strength has more than doubled, and those eyes—" He paused. "They are almost like mine, red with traces of purple. That energy signature." Goku landed on the plateau. His movements were different now, more controlled, carrying a weight that had not been there before. "This power was given to me to protect you." Yugji stared at him for one full second, then burst out laughing. "Do not be arrogant. You are weaker than me. How are you going to protect me like that? What a joke." But there was something in his voice, not quite uncertainty, but attention, recognition of something changed. Goku met his eyes. "No joke, Master. Now my power equals or even surpasses yours. Want to test it?" The plateau went silent. Yugji released some of his power, just a fraction, just enough to be felt. The ground beneath them cracked in a radial pattern. The air pressure tripled. He smiled. "Let us do it. I will prove you are just a braggart." Yugji disappeared.
His speed was the same as always, beyond sound, beyond light, operating at a level where causality itself became negotiable. He appeared behind Goku, his fist already driving toward the base of the Saiyan's skull with enough force to shatter a planet's core. Goku thought, "Incredible. Movements that were once too fast for me to even register. I can see them clearly now. Every micro-adjustment, every shift in weight, every intention before it becomes action." Without turning around, Goku raised one hand, caught the blow. His palm met Yuji's fist with a sound like a thunderclap, and the shockwave from the collision flattened everything within 100 meters. The plateau cracked, the air ionized. Yuji's eyes widened. "That was not bad at all," he said. Excitement, actual excitement, crept into his voice. "What the hell happened to you so suddenly? You are exciting me. My power wants to come out now." He withdrew, gathered energy, prepared to attack again with 10 times the force. Goku closed his eyes, concentrated fully on the new power inside him, on the technique that had come with it, knowledge that was not his own, skills that had been transferred whole and complete. "Master," he said quietly, "it does not matter if you see this blow coming or—" Yugji interrupted, his demon eyes flaring to full power, purple light filling his vision. "Try it if you can. You cannot fool my demon eyes. I can see 3 seconds into your future movements. I can read the intent before you form it. There is no technique that—" "Raikiri." Goku spoke the words softly, and vanished. Not moved, vanished. Became invisible to Yuji's enhanced perception, the one technique in all existence specifically designed to counter the demon eyes, created by Jirro Yagami after millions of years of research, the only attack that could strike someone who could see the future. Something fell from the sky at impossible speed, struck Yugji from directly above. The impact created a crater 200 meters deep. The shockwave was felt across the entire forbidden universe. Animals that had not moved in centuries scattered. The sky itself seemed to recoil. When the dust cleared, Yugji lay at the bottom of the crater. Goku descended quickly, genuine alarm in his voice. "Hey, are you okay? I am sorry. I did not mean to hit you that hard." Yugji did not respond immediately. He was staring at his hand, at the red fluid running down his palm. "What is this?" he murmured. "Are those red fluids my own blood?" In his existence, millions upon millions of years, countless battles against beings who could reshape reality, Yugji Yagami had never shed a single drop of blood.
He had never been injured, never been hurt, never even been touched in a way that registered as damage. Until now. Nin, watching from the edge of the crater, said in a voice that was barely a whisper, "Impossible. Brother, that is what I think it is. He managed to injure you with a single blow." Yugji stood. His eyes began to glow, not the usual purple, but something deeper. Red light mixed with the purple, creating a color that should not exist. His ki began to rise, and rise, and rise. The forbidden planet, which Nin had described as indestructible, which had withstood attacks that could annihilate galaxies, began to shake. Not surface tremors, deep structural shaking, as though the planet's core was being disturbed. A scream tore from Yuji's throat. Pure, primal, carrying every ounce of competitive fury that had been building inside him since the moment Goku first arrived in their universe and survived when he should have died. His body began to fill with immense red energy, surrounded by an electric field that crackled and sparked and made the very air scream. Nin, terrified in a way she had not been in centuries, shouted, "Please, brother, do not do it! If you attack him with that power, you will kill him. Stop!" Yugji did not hear her, or heard and did not care. He attacked. What followed was not a fight in any conventional sense. It was two forces colliding at a level that transcended normal combat. Every exchange created shockwaves that rippled across dimensional barriers. Every blow generated energy spikes that registered in universes so far away that light from the forbidden universe would not reach them for eons. Nin could not see the individual strikes. "He is so fast," she murmured, "that not even I can follow his movements, much less Goku. I cannot even move a muscle. The pressure from their ki alone is holding me in place." But Goku was matching him. Every strike Yugji threw, Goku met or dodged. Every technique countered or absorbed. The new power inside him, Jirro's divine energy, was not just strength, it was knowledge. Millions of years of combat experience, techniques refined across eons, instincts honed through battles against beings that no longer existed. Yugji appeared above Goku, gathering energy in both hands, and unleashed a wave that should have erased him from existence. Goku raised both arms, caught the wave, and redirected it skyward, where it punched a hole through the atmosphere and kept going, vanishing into the void between stars. They collided in mid-air, fist to fist, the impact creating a sphere of compressed force that expanded and then collapsed, creating a temporary vacuum.
Yugji thought, "This is impossible. He should not be this strong. That power, it is Father's. I recognize it. But Father sealed his divine energy millions of years ago. How did Goku—" Understanding struck him. The portal, the black hole. Father took him, spoke to him, and gave him everything. A smile crossed Yuji's face, genuine, fierce, alive. "Kaioken," he whispered, times 500. His power exploded, not doubled, not tripled, multiplied by 500 instantly, without the degradation or pain that normally accompanied such techniques. This was the true Kaioken, Jiro's original creation, perfected beyond anything the copied version could achieve. Goku responded in kind.
Kaioken times 500. The plateau ceased to exist. They were fighting in open space now, the ground beneath them having been vaporized by the sheer pressure of their energies. Vados, pulling Neon back to a safer distance, shouted over the roar, "They're going to destroy the planet!" "No," Neon replied, her eyes fixed on the battle. "This planet is indestructible. What worries me is, I just saw something impossible. Goku used the Raikiri, my father's most powerful technique, and now his power is somehow equal to my brother's. How is that possible?" The exchange of blows continued. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes. Neither gave ground, neither weakened. They were perfectly matched, not in technique, not in experience, but in the fundamental thing that mattered, the will to continue, the refusal to be the one who fell first. The collisions of their fists created sound waves that reached the realm of all. In his throne room, Zeno-sama stood abruptly. His guards, who had been standing perfectly still for the last 1,000 years, stirred for the first time. "Who is this being using such great power?" Zeno's voice was high, frightened. "Their universe is very far away, so far that it should be impossible for us to feel anything from it. And even so, the energy they are releasing could destroy my universe." The guards, struggling to remain upright under the pressure of the distant energy, said, "He is a demon. His power has no limit. Lord Zeno, this entire realm would have already exploded from that pressure. Even our bodies would have turned to ashes. Thank goodness he did not fight seriously with the Grand Priest, or we would all have been collateral damage." Back in the Forbidden Universe, Yugji and Goku struck each other simultaneously, fist to face fist.
The impact was mutual, total and absolute. Both of them fell, crashed into the ground that had reformed beneath them, their bodies creating twin craters, unconscious before they finished landing. Silence descended on the Forbidden Universe. Neon broke it with a scream. "Idiots! What have you done? Why are you fighting each other?" She gathered both of them, gently, despite her anger, and carried them back to her home, where the divine energy of the structure would accelerate their healing. When Yugji opened his eyes, the first thing he saw was Neon's furious face. "Idiots!" she shouted again. "Why did you do that? You scared me!" Yugji smiled, actually smiled, something warm and genuine. "I could not let myself be defeated. I had to show him my power. But I think," he glanced at Goku, who was also stirring, "I think we both thought the same thing." Goku sat up slowly, wincing. Their eyes met. Something passed between them, understanding, recognition, the wordless communication that exists between warriors who have tested each other completely and found the other worthy. Yugji spoke first. "The time has come." Goku nodded. "Of course, Master." Neon, not understanding, said, "What do you mean by that? What time?" They both turned to look at her, spoke in unison. "The ancient gods will pay for what they did." Goku's voice rose, "And we are going to kill them." Yuji's eyes blazed with purple fire. "We will reclaim what they took from us." Neon stared at them both, understood finally what her father had done, what Goku now carried, what this meant. And despite herself, despite the fear, despite knowing what the ancient gods were capable of, she felt something she had not felt in centuries. Hope.
"We, the Yagami, will recover everything that was taken from us," were Yuji's words. Neon quickly approached him and struck him in the face. Surprised, Yugji murmured, "What's wrong with you, sister? Have you gone crazy? Why are you hitting me?" Neon softly hit Yuji's chest while crying and shouted, "Idiot! You're the only thing I have left now. You want to leave me completely alone?" Laughing, Yugji replied, "I see, so that was it. Don't worry, I promise neither of us will die. This day had to come. I won't leave my mother in the hands of those bastards. Goku came to this universe running from his enemies, but I think it was destiny that brought him here. The truth is, alone I didn't have the confidence to do it. But now I'm sure we're going to win. So don't cry, my dear little sister. Goku, let's go. Goku shouted. Open dimension shift. A great portal opened before them. Nin exclaimed, "Do you really want to die to help my brother?" Yugji quickly entered the portal. Goku, looking at her, replied, "Of course. I'm willing to die for the good of your family. For you, Nin, because I love you. We'll see each other soon. The next time I see you, I'll bring your mother with me. Have faith in us." Goku said that while entering the portal. On the other side was the realm of everything. Yugji exclaimed, "We're finally in the realm of everything. Hey, I really never thought my sister would change her mind and leave me alone." Goku replied, "And make her suffer because of your death? Are you joking? I didn't obtain the Raikiri to stay contemplating your peaceful universe. You should already know, this power was made to kill."
Yugji murmured, "That's how you speak. There's no time to lose." They entered the realm of everything. Zeno-sama shouted, "Yugji-sama has come to this place. Go receive him." His guardians replied, "As you order, sir." But at the same time, they thought, "Damn, that demon has come here. I hope he doesn't come to cause trouble. We haven't done anything to offend him." The guardians appeared in front of Yugji and Goku. One of them said, "Welcome, sir. Zeno-sama is over there. Please follow me." Yugji exclaimed, "I'm sorry to tell you I haven't come to see him. I know this place very well, so you can go back to the dwarf." A guardian shouted, "Don't be arrogant, sir. This palace is as large as 2 universes combined. Inside the rooms there are hidden dimensions. Even if it's you, you don't have the right to enter as if it were nothing." Yugji looked directly into their eyes. The 2 guardians stared into those purple eyes and did nothing but tremble. In an instant, Zeno-sama appeared before them and said, "Yugji-sama, don't mind my protectors. You can move freely here. You know the king of everything's palace better than I do. You still remember your home, right?" Laughing, Yugji replied, "Of course I do. Besides, I only have one place in mind. I'm not going to explore the entire palace. See you later, dwarf." Zeno-sama shouted, "Wait, Yugji-sama. Be careful with her. Lately she has become more powerful. I don't dare enter that room, but at night she is capable of leaving it. You know what that means. Her strength has risen to higher levels." Yugji mocked him. "You're very observant, dwarf. You're right. I've come for that place." Zeno exclaimed, "I understand. Good luck, Yugji-sama. We will withdraw. You know we don't have the power necessary to help you." Yugji continued walking through the realm of everything. One guardian whispered, "That woman is going to kill him. Yugji is strong and arrogant, and that will lead him to his grave. You said he could enter the secret rooms, but that woman doesn't listen to reason." Zeno laughed. "Calm down. Everything will be fine." They thought, "The great Zeno overlooks everything related to that boy. But is that right? Will we always be seen as insects by a simple brat?" Zeno looked at them coldly and shouted, "Last time you think that way about Yugji. Next time I will erase you. Understood?" Terrified, they bowed and said, "Forgive us, sir." They stood before a great door. Goku, sweating, murmured, "There's an enormous key behind that door. Its power doesn't compare to the 2 guys from before." Yugji laughed. "Relax. You don't need to worry. She won't hurt us. Yuma is quite kind when it comes to me, something very similar to the relationship you have with my sister Neon." They opened the door and entered. Goku, surprised, said, "Incredible. This place is enormous. This small palace has hidden dimensions." A cold voice echoed inside. "2 inferior beings. This time it will be fun. I will rip out their hearts and offer them to the great Kana." Goku whispered, "Yugji, what's going on? You said she was kind to you. She doesn't seem like it." Behind Goku, the woman said sadistically, I'll start with you. I bet my lady will like your Saiyan's heart. Goku quickly turned around, managing to stop a sword that was aimed directly at his heart. Calm down. We haven't come to hurt you. He thought, she's very powerful. Blood flowed from Goku's hand. Yugji shouted, Yuma, have you forgotten me? And remember, my mother doesn't like offerings, especially hearts from living beings. She's not dead yet. Goku said, Hey, Yugji, who is she? She's very powerful. Make her come to reason or I'll have to hit her. Yugji replied, She's the goddess of the sword. Her blade is more powerful than any Hakai. In fact, I'm surprised you can hold it like that. Even the dwarf would have been killed by that strike. Goku shouted, Damn it! And you tell me that just now? I'm starting to feel weak. The goddess Yuma repeatedly said Yuji's name until tears flowed from her eyes. She screamed, Beloved Yugji, is that really you? Please leave. You can't be here. If you don't leave, I won't be able to control myself and I'll kill you. I don't want to kill the person I love most. My body moves on its own. Leave, quickly. Yugji shouted, Yuma, those miserable bastards! How could they do this to her? I swear I'll kill them no matter the cost. Goku yelled, Help me! She's draining all my ki! Yugji teleported and kicked the sword away.
Goku sighed and laughed. That was close. She's incredible. Why is she hidden here? Angrily, Yugji said, They told me she was already dead, and that the only thing in this room was her soul preventing anyone from entering. Those bastards not only took my mother, they manipulated Yuma so she wouldn't let anyone pass through this portal. I'm sorry. If I had known she was still alive, I would have saved her long ago. The goddess of the sword screamed, It's better this way. Leave. You're no longer capable of defeating me, and you know it. This sword will kill you. I can't resist anymore. Yugji shouted, It's all right, Yuma. You don't need to resist. Come, try to kill me. You won't kill anyone. You and my mother will come with me to the Forbidden Universe. Just like in those years, we'll fight every day. I won't let you go again. A red flash vanished instantly. A purple flash did the same. Two gigantic powers began to collide. Goku said, Amazing. That girl is incredible. She has power and speed similar to Kaioken. Yugji dodged Yuma's attacks while she continued crying, not wanting to attack him. Yugji exclaimed, Forgive me. Yugji increased his Kaioken 500 times. The goddess of the sword laughed. That power is enormous. You're stronger than me. You finally surpassed me. Thank you. Now I beg you to kill me. Yugji appeared behind her, laughing. I can't do that, but I can stop you. Energy prison. Goku thought, impressed. He removed even the last bit of her power. When he uses Kaioken, his prison technique also increases. This is terrifying. The goddess of the sword fell to the ground.
Looking into her eyes, Yugji said, When that guy is dead, I'll return your powers. I promise we'll have a fair battle where you can fight with everything. She replied, Lady Kana is dead. There's no point in going. Yugji answered, Perhaps someone made you believe that. You're under hypnosis. You didn't even recognize me. He must have ordered you to kill anyone who enters here. This room connects to the other multiverse. He doesn't want anyone passing through that portal because deep down he fears the power of the Yagami. Goku said, Hey, are you going to leave her like that? At least give her some energy. Yugji replied, No, she's controlled. With even a little strength, she would enter with us and warn him of our arrival. The goddess whispered softly, Yugji, I love you. Don't die. Yugji heard her faint voice as she fell asleep after losing all her ki. They crossed the portal, appearing above the atmosphere of a large fog-covered planet. He shouted, What the hell is this place? I can't feel my mom's ki. Goku had unknown memories and murmured, There's another portal on this planet. I don't know how to explain it, but I can see it in my mind. Yugji smiled. Perfect. It seems that when you received the Raikiri, some of my parents' memories passed into your brain. Behind Yugji, a very powerful being appeared and struck him violently, sending him flying toward the foggy planet. Angry, Goku said, You're not very smart, bastard.
You hit the wrong guy. Now only death awaits you. The being only mocked him. Goku attacked quickly, but a rapid blow sent him crashing toward the surface as well. Meanwhile, outside that place, someone summoned the super dragon Zalama. The dragon said angrily, "You've used the spheres twice in less than a year. It is permitted since you are angels, but this is the last time. Next time, I will erase you." The mysterious angel named Murno bowed. "I understand, Dragon God. This will be the last time we bother you." Zalama said, "Ask your wish." Murno shouted, "Revive the great Grand Priest." Zalama's eyes shone, disappearing instantly. Grand Priest appeared before Murno. Grand Priest exclaimed, "Great work, brother! Did that bastard Yugji enter that portal?" Murno replied, "Indeed." Grand Priest shouted, "I'm back, and now no one can stop me. Yugji killed himself by entering that multiverse. Now that he's gone, I'll take revenge on him through his sister. I'll make her suffer until death, crushing what that bastard loved most."
After recovering from the blow, Goku went toward where Yugji had fallen and exclaimed, "Are you all right, Yugji? That bastard attacked us by surprise, but next time it won't be like that." Yugji stood up, but his legs trembled. Seeing this, Goku thought, with how strong he is, he received serious damage from just one hit. That's impossible. No one could do that, no matter how powerful they are. Something strange is happening here. A mocking laughter echoed through the area as someone descended at great speed toward the two confused warriors.
So many guests. It's been a long time since anyone came to this place. Today, I'm truly excited. How should I kill you? Cut you into pieces? Just remove your heads. Turning you to stone would be boring. Hey, how do you want to die? Yugji, furious, shouted, "Stop talking nonsense. Everything you're saying is exactly what we're going to do to you." However, Yuji's breathing was becoming increasingly unstable. For a few seconds, he froze and thought, that blow didn't hurt at all. Then why won't my body respond? Wait, the attack didn't damage me. I understand now. It's not his power. It's this planet. That mist, it's poisonous. He noticed Goku wasn't suffering like he was and slowly said, "Goku, we need to get out of here." Without hesitation, Goku flew at super speed, carrying him away. "We won't fall into your stupid trap." In only seconds, Goku left the mist-covered planet. Once outside, Yuji's breathing returned. "Thanks. I'm surprised you noticed the poison. It seems this toxic mist only affects me. You're immune. My power is returning, but my blood is still damaged. I'll need time. I'm counting on you, Goku. Don't worry, I'll handle that bastard." Interesting. My prey wasn't as stupid as I thought. Before dying, I'll tell you my name. I am Dragon, servant of Queen Medusa, the strongest goddess in this universe. From your reaction to the poison, I deduce you are a Yagami. This mist was created so demons could never invade this place. The higher beings anticipated your arrival. Doesn't it make you feel useless, being defeated without even meeting your true enemies? Yugji shouted angrily, "I am not useless! You cowards feared my power and made my body vulnerable. I am a powerful god, yet your stupid mist affects me." Dragon laughed. "A god. The divine power you possess is insignificant. Most of your strength is demonic. That's why you're weak here. Outside, you may be powerful, but here, you're nothing but an insect." Yugji laughed.
So you prepared to kill me while I'm weakened, but you didn't know I came with a Saiyan. Since he isn't a Yagami, your demon-killing mist won't affect him. Yugji thought, even now, I still don't know why I possess demonic powers. Since childhood, they called me the purple-eyed demon. I ignored it, but my goal hasn't changed. I will save my mother no matter what. He shouted, Goku, finish that bastard! My mother isn't here. He's just a loyal dog of those damned ancient gods.
Dragon sneered. So the gods didn't expect company, but a mere Saiyan? Those pathetic beings will never reach our level. None of you are worthy of stepping on planet Venom, the Queen's home. Dragon vanished and struck Goku violently, launching kicks followed by a destructive energy blast. A massive explosion erupted. From within the dust came Goku's voice. That was supposed to hurt? To me, that was just a breeze. Those weak attacks didn't even tickle. You said we weren't worthy of this planet. I say the same to you. A terrifying voice echoed in Dragon's mind. Hurry and kill them. If those insects insult us again, I will personally dispose of them and you as well. Yugji screamed, If you can see us, show yourself. He charged again, striking Yugji. How dare you speak of Lady Medusa like that trash? Yugji mocked him. Is that all your power? Seems you're only strong when the poison weakens me. With one punch, Dragon was sent flying toward the planet below. Recovering quickly, Dragon returned. Fine, I'll show you the true power of Medusa's servant. Yugji stepped in front of Goku. Leave this braggart to me. You aren't affected by the poison. Go search the planet for a portal. My mother cannot be here. Goku descended toward planet Venom. Dragon tried to stop him, but was kicked away beyond the atmosphere. Don't even think about attacking Goku. I am your opponent. Dragon turned invisible and began brutally assaulting Yugji. Feel honored. Few warriors force me to fight seriously. But behind him, purple eyes watched silently. A fist pierced through Dragon's heart. How? My technique hides my presence completely. Yugji replied calmly. What are you talking about? I can see you perfectly. Dying Dragon whispered, Those cursed purple eyes. Demons like you shouldn't exist. Hearing his father's name mentioned, Yugji destroyed him completely. One less. The rest is up to you, Goku. Meanwhile, Goku searched planet Venom until he found a massive castle made of serpent scales. Well, strange beings live here. Who would build something so disgusting? He prepared to destroy it, but powerful air blasts deflected his attack. Goku smiled. So, you must be the feared Queen Medusa. Medusa approached him. Your energy feels familiar, but I eliminate too many insects to remember each one. Goku thought, she fought Lord Jirro when he tried saving Kana. Because of her, Neon suffered. I'll kill you, Goku screamed. He attacked from behind with a massive dragon-shaped energy attack. Medusa smiled. Do you think surprise attacks work on me? Her hair transformed into serpents, destroying Goku's attack and wrapping around his body. Goku struggled. Your snakes are tough, but they won't hold me forever. He powered up, yet couldn't move. What are you? I should be stronger than you. Medusa answered. It's not about strength. You looked into my eyes. Fear has already paralyzed you. Even if you're stronger, you cannot break the curse. In seconds, you will become stone. Goku thought in panic. Stone, the same ability that almost killed Jirro. No,
I don't want to die here. Meanwhile, in the universe ruled by Lord Zeno, Grand Priest exclaimed, "Brother, it's time to move in the Forbidden Universe." But Grand Priest noticed his brother's hesitation and shouted, "What's wrong with you? I said it's time to make Neon suffer." His brother replied, "Brother, I don't fully understand that family's power, but one thing is clear, they are capable of killing angels, even you. If that woman is as strong as the purple-eyed demon, what are we going to do?" "Don't worry, little brother," Grand Priest answered calmly. "Don't you trust me? That woman may be arrogant, but her strength doesn't even come close to her brother Yugji's. Defeating her will be easy. Besides, she's beautiful. It wouldn't be unpleasant to have some fun first." "Then let's go, brother." Both flew at immense speed toward the Forbidden Universe. Back in Medusa's dimension, Goku screamed desperately, "Stay away from me! I can't die! Not now! Neon is waiting for me!" Medusa replied coldly, "Forget about her. You will live forever as a statue decorating my palace." Goku struggled. "My power isn't working. It's those eyes. Ever since I saw them, my body froze. If only I could break free from these snakes, I'd kill her instantly." "Are you surrendering so easily?" a voice echoed in his mind. "Did you really entrust my daughter's safety to a coward?" Goku thought, "Lord Jirro." Realizing brute force wouldn't work, Goku stopped struggling and trusted his companions instead. He closed his eyes and concentrated. "Can you hear me? Help me, I'm about to die." Yugji heard Goku's call. So Medusa is that strong. "Hold on, don't you dare die. I won't forgive you if my sister suffers because of it." Medusa declared, "Prepare yourself. This is your end." The snakes binding Goku began turning to stone. "When petrification reaches your body, you will become my beautiful trophy." Just milliseconds before the curse touched him, a purple flash appeared, shattering the serpents and forcing Medusa to look away. She screamed, "How dare you interrupt my curse?" Yugji replied calmly, "So that's how your power works. When you stop looking at someone, the petrification breaks." Goku's energy began flowing normally again. Furious, Goku rushed forward and struck Medusa, sending her crashing into the planet below. "You look shaken," Yugji said. "Did you really think I'd let you die?" Goku answered, "I didn't know telepathy would work. It seems it's another ability inherited from Lord Jirro." Medusa reappeared moments later, furious and radiating immense power. "How dare you interfere, trash! Without that barrier, you wouldn't even be able to stand on my planet." "Get over it, snake maniac," Yugji replied. "This Saiyan will never belong to you." Goku was still trembling. Yugji thought, her eyes must have severely damaged his mind. Medusa laughed. "You may have saved him from petrification, but you cannot free him from fear. He will never fight again." Yugji shouted, "Goku, stop acting like a coward! Didn't I teach you that to unlock your true power, you must face death and dance with it? She isn't a god of death, she's flesh and blood just like us." Medusa glared and bound Yugji with serpents as well. Goku thought in despair, "Even Master Yugji was caught. We can't defeat her. Neon, I'm sorry." But Yugji laughed. "So this is the feared Queen Medusa's power?" He shattered the serpents instantly and attacked. Their blows devastated planet Venom itself. Medusa thought in shock, "He broke the curse. My eyes don't affect him? Who is this brat?" Yugji smiled during battle. "So your power isn't limited to your eyes. You truly are formidable. But I'm more special than you, and I don't have time to waste. Stronger enemies than you are waiting. Activating his glorious power, Yugji brutally overwhelmed Medusa, forcing her to her knees. She bled heavily. The great Medusa, bleeding? In rage, she unleashed hundreds of giant dark energy serpents. Yugji dodged effortlessly. They're too slow. Medusa panicked. Impossible! No one moves like this while facing my gaze. Then she noticed purple light reflected in his eyes. Those eyes, demon eyes. Realization struck. He's Kana's son, and Jirro Yagami's child. Furious, she swore, "Even if it costs my life, I'll kill that brat." During battle, Yugji demanded, "You know my mother. You know where she is. Start talking." Medusa smirked and launched another serpent, this time toward Goku. Yugji shouted, "Goku, move!" She laughed. "I told you he'll never fight again." But suddenly, a monstrous roar erupted from the explosion. An overwhelming aura emerged. Medusa trembled. That power, impossible. Goku had awakened. Yugji smiled. "I knew you wouldn't fail. You're no coward." Medusa began shaking in fear. "Why am I afraid? I am a goddess, blessed with the moon curse eyes." Yugji said calmly, "Now you understand what it means to face death and dance with it. I'll leave the rest to you." He flew outside the planet's atmosphere. Goku stepped forward. "I won't die. I promised Neon I'll bring her mother home." Medusa retreated. "Don't look at me like that. If you meet my gaze, you'll turn to stone, and you'll turn to dust." Goku teleported in front of her and unleashed a relentless assault. In another dimension, a voice spoke. "Medusa will lose. Prepare yourselves." Medusa, defenseless, whispered, "The portal to Kana's castle is inside my palace." Goku stopped. Medusa's body suddenly began turning to stone. Yugji returned and said she became a victim of her own curse.
Her ki disappeared. She became a victim of her own curse. "Let's get out of here. We have to find the portal," Goku said. "There's no need to search for it." Medusa, before turning into stone, mentioned that the portal was inside her castle. Yugji replied, "So it's inside the serpent's castle? We'll see about that." Yugji began charging a sphere of ki and launched that power toward the legendary castle of Medusa, which completely vanished. "But why did you destroy it, Yugji? Surely there were many living beings inside there. They should have returned to their original form once Medusa fell." Yugji responded coldly, "You are very strong, and that's exactly what makes you a dangerous person. But if I were your enemy, I could kill you easily because you are too trusting. In a fight, you cannot try to be kind. Remember that, because we still have many strong beings to face. Tell me, what would you have done if those people who returned to their original form had attacked you? Either way, you would have had to kill them. I only brought their death forward a little. We are not here to save people we don't even know. They could easily have turned their backs on us. But anyway, Queen Medusa was an honorable goddess. After all, the portal really was inside her castle. Look, there it is." Goku stood motionless after hearing his master's words and thought, "Everything he said is true. If my own companions, the ones I saved many times, turned their backs on me, what could I expect from beings I don't even know?" Yugji acts coldly because he knows how rotten humanity is, and even the gods. He is trying to make me like him so I won't get killed, so he won't bring more pain to his sister. He only protects his family. Yugji shouted, "I said we're leaving this damn place. What's wrong?
Are you still scared of Medusa? You look lost in your memories. Goku replied, I'm fine. Let's go. Yugji and Goku crossed the portal that Medusa had protected, appearing in another dimension. Meanwhile, in the universe of Zeno-sama, the two angels, Murno and Grand Priest, were about to arrive at the Forbidden Universe to take revenge on Yagami. Murno, surprised, said, So this is the Forbidden Universe? It's magnificent. Its size easily covers the equivalent of 6 normal universes. Grand Priest replied, Yes, because the true gods live here, not insects like those who serve Zeno-sama. That's why they will always be superior to him. But this ends here. I'll make it very clear that no one mocks us. They may frighten Zeno-sama, but not me. Yagami was a complete fool. He dared to challenge the ancient gods, and it will cost him his life. Those gods have no rivals, and when he dies, I will be the strongest in this universe. I will be the new king. I will rule everything. That will be amazing, brother. When that happens, I want you to give me a good position in the divine world, Grand Priest replied. Of course. After all, you brought me back to life. You'll be my right-hand man, and I'll give you many beautiful goddesses. What are you doing on my planet? I see my brother didn't intimidate you enough, Vados shouted. Have you no dignity? Didn't you learn the lesson Goku and Yugji gave you? Stupid traitor, go to hell. A beam of ki shot straight toward the angel Vados. In a fraction of a second, Nian appeared in front of her, deflecting the energy ray. After that, she began raising her power, causing tremors across the planet. Vados shouted nervously, Kill him, Nian! He only sees us as his puppets. You don't need to tell me, Vados. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Trash like you doesn't deserve to live, much less exist in this universe. Murno exclaimed, She's very strong too, brother. She has almost the same power as a priest-level angel. But you were right. She's not as strong as the purple-eyed demon. And you've got good taste. Look at that body, that appearance. Without a doubt, she's one of the most beautiful goddesses I've ever seen. This will be very entertaining. Grand Priest thought mockingly, I'll make you suffer twice as much as they made me suffer. Behind Grand Priest, the goddess Nian appeared ready to kill him. Nian struck a kick into the priest's back, sending him flying from the powerful impact. She appeared again and again, striking him repeatedly. Grand Priest was being hit like a ball. Nian filled her fist with destructive energy, ready to deliver the final blow to Grand Priest. But at that moment, the angel Murno appeared in front of her and stopped the powerful strike. Murno smiled sadistically and said, You are too beautiful. I like you too much. Why don't you leave this place and come with me? It would be a shame to have to kill you. Nian thought, He's very strong. He stopped my destructive punch. Nian shouted, Rot in hell, you are scum. Grand Priest got up from the ground and said, Hey, Murno, why are you interfering? I was enjoying those weak punches bouncing off my body. His brother replied, Quiet, I'm negotiating with her. Grand Priest thought angrily, It's been so long since I've seen this idiot that I forgot his favorite pastime is chasing beautiful goddesses. But I don't care how much he likes Nian. She will die, even if I have to erase my own brother. Murno said again, This place is enormous. You must feel so lonely. I'll give you everything you're missing. Nian increased her power even more and attacked Murno with everything she had. Unlike with Grand Priest, Murno blocked all of the goddess's attacks. As he dodged, he said, You are beautiful, but aggressive. I tried to be nice, but I'll have to remove that attitude by force, and you'll see, you'll become my woman whether you like it or not.
Murno struck Nian hard in the stomach. She spit blood. Blood ran from Nian's lips. Murno licked it with his tongue and said, "Delicious. Even your blood is the best among all the goddesses I've known." Grand Priest stepped beside his brother and said coldly, "Murno, you know I came here to take revenge on Yugji by making Nian suffer and then killing her. I won't let your desire for a woman get in my way. If you don't obey me, I'll kill you too. Is that clear?" Murno replied calmly, "Relax, big brother. Taking advantage of this goddess will also make her suffer. In fact, more than any wound. Once she's mine, you can kill her. What do you think?" "Very well, Murno. Don't let a woman cloud your judgment. You know me better than anyone. You know I'll kill you if you try to run away with her." "Be quiet. You're ruining the moment. Betraying you is not in my plans. Do you think I'm that stupid?" Nian spoke slowly. "Your disgusting tongue touched my face. In a few moments, my brother and Goku will arrive on this planet, and they will show you hell." Murno waved his finger. "That's not true. I came here knowing the purple-eyed demon isn't here. I'm not as stupid as my brother."
Grand Priest added, "Your brother always protected you, Neon. You always lived feared because you were the sister of the strongest being in the universe. But that only turned you into a useless woman dependent on him. You're weak and you know it, and your powerful brother is also weak compared to the mythological gods. He crossed the portal and died like a fool, leaving his most precious person completely defenseless." Tears flowed from Neon's eyes as she shouted, My brother, he won't die. He's fine. I know it because Goku is with him. Goku and my brother together are invincible." Neon launched a massive sphere of energy toward the two angels. A huge explosion sent a powerful shockwave across the planet. "But what are you doing? Just kicking up dust?" "This place has incredible resistance. It was clearly created by the divine power of a true king of everything. Too bad she isn't here either." "Oh right, I forgot. She was separated from you when you were very young. Do you still remember her, Neon? Can you still remember your mother?" Neon kept attacking the two angels. Grand Priest's words affected her deeply, but her power was not enough to defeat them. Vados thought, "Neon's attacks are extremely powerful, but my father and Murno are incredibly strong. How did this happen? Neon defeated my father in the past. The same thing should happen now, but their ki is so overwhelming that someone as weak as me can't even move. I can't help Neon. I'm completely useless." Grand Priest appeared behind Neon. "This is your end, goddess who hates men." Grand Priest grabbed Neon's arms, completely immobilizing her. "Come on, idiot, do your thing quickly. I don't want to keep wasting time. Words will never convince her. You have to use force." Murno smiled. "Thank you very much, brother." Murno approached Neon and began touching her chest. Neon screamed, "Let me go! You're disgusting! Only Goku can do that!" Grand Priest said, "Goku this, Goku that. That bastard even made the goddess Neon give her body to him. Murno, hurry up. I can't stand hearing this stupid woman scream anymore. I need to kill her quickly." Murno was about to take advantage of Neon while Goku and Yugji were absent, but nearby, someone awakened in a furious rage. "Do you think someone exists only to protect her, miserable bastards? How dare you hold my daughter like that?" "I'm so sorry, dear Kana. I'll have to break my promise. I'm going to destroy the seal that suppresses my power. I promised I would never use my second ki again no matter what happened, but these bastards are playing with my daughter. They have awakened the legendary demon Jirro, who has been asleep since the day I met you."
Those bastards have awakened the legendary demon. And here he comes. He had been asleep ever since the day I met you, Canada. What kind of father is unable to protect his own daughter? For millennia, I denied my demonic power, but not anymore. Now it's the only thing I have left. Raikiri, my divine one, I gave everything to the man our daughter loves the most. Once again, I'm sorry for breaking my promise. The Seal of Kana, the first queen of everything. Suddenly, the entire forbidden universe began to tremble, and the whole planet split in half. Grand Priest, frightened, shouted, "What is happening? This place is being destroyed. Wasn't this supposed to be indestructible? It was created by Kana, the king of everything, the strongest of all time." Morona started stammering. Brother, what does this mean? Only that goddess and the purple-eyed demon live in this place, and you just said it was impossible to leave that separate dimension alive. Grand Priest sighed, then started laughing. This is your trick, right? You're her daughter, after all. You have the ability to erase everything your mother created. Too bad, you won't fool me. Nin thought, what is this bastard talking about? I'm just scared. I don't want to be touched by this disgusting angel. Morona looked at Alliance and shouted, "So this is how you repay me for making you feel good, stupid goddess?" At that moment, she felt overwhelming fear and screamed. Grand Priest said, "Just keep going. I don't care if the planet disappears." They were idiots. They didn't even notice what was around us. The angels were incapable of understanding what a being at the level of Nin's father truly is. When the forbidden universe trembled and was severely damaged, it wasn't just visible there. All the planets in the multiverse felt the shock, and many of them exploded. In a very distant place, a beautiful goddess thought, "So, this is finally your destiny, my love. You kept your promise for so long. The situation must be extreme for you to have broken our pact. Please take care of Nin. I already know they're in danger. That's why he has awakened." Nearby the cage of the Queen of Everything, Izanami and Izanagi were sitting on their thrones. Izanami laughed and shouted, "What's wrong, stupid girl? You're more nervous than usual. All this time you've been cold and defiant, but now you've finally fallen before me." Kana closed her eyes and said calmly, "That's not it. I feel sorry for you." Izanami, furious, shouted, "What did you say? Have you forgotten who has kept you imprisoned and tortured since the day we captured you?" Suddenly, Izanami's children rushed into the castle, visibly shaken. "Father, Mother, a very powerful key has suddenly appeared in the other universe." Izanami replied angrily, "I'm very irritated right now. I don't want to be bothered, especially not by something from another universe." Then she asked, "Where is your sister? Have you eliminated the insects that entered this dimension?" Susanoo said, "Amaterasu went to deal with them herself. They're most likely already dead." Kana smiled. "So, it has finally awakened. Jirro, the demon who became a god. My husband has awakened. Don't think you'll remain so carefree now that he has returned. This goes for you too, you damned fools." The two mythological gods moved outside the castle, since it was impossible to detect energy inside. "How is that bastard still alive? He died a long time ago." Izanami smiled sadistically. "He's a titan, incredibly powerful. There's no doubt it's Jirro. His energy, it excites me more than you can imagine." So this is the true power of the only being above this multiverse. Inside, Izanagi muttered in frustration. How did we never detect this demonic energy? How can it reach this dimension? Kana explained, I am the power of Jirro. When we decided to be together and have a family, our children inherited that power intensely. Jirro himself was never meant to break the seal, but strong beings do whatever they want. And that will be your doom. He won't just stand by now that he has all that power. The first to die will be your children, Susanoo and Tsukuyomi. He watched how you humiliated and hurt me after your sister defeated me. You'd better prepare yourselves, supreme gods. He is no longer the god you fought millions of years ago. Now you will face true terror, the legendary demon. Izanami shouted, Shut the hell up! Be grateful I haven't killed you yet. Then why don't you kill me if you're so strong? Furious, Susanoo launched a massive energy sphere to kill Kana, but Izanagi quickly blocked it and released a chilling aura. Don't ever do that again, Susanoo. Next time I'll kill you myself. You don't understand how valuable this goddess is. If she dies, the entire universe, including this dimension, will become nothing. She is the queen of Caracas, the one who gave life to all planets and celestial bodies. That's why we keep her alive. Next time, think before acting on your murderous instincts. You and your brother should go help Amaterasu eliminate the intruders. The real threat is coming, and this time it won't be so easy. The two brothers left the castle, obeying their father. Izanami continued mocking. Jirro, I thought you were dead. After so long, we'll meet again. Kana murmured calmly. He will never pay attention to you. Have you forgotten? He chose me over you. Izanagi snapped, Shut up, stupid girl. Say whatever you want. When he comes here, I'll kill him. I won't leave even a trace of him. Izanami replied, My love, you've got nerve talking about him like that. Even with my help, you would still lose. If he had used that power in that battle, our children wouldn't have been able to defeat him, and he wouldn't have fallen under the Medusa curse. Because we all know he is the true king. Still, he alone cannot defeat our entire family. His power is terrifying, but he could only beat us one-on-one. I can't wait to kick my former lover's ass. Izanagi shouted, Enough! Stop raising your energy, and don't mention Jirro in front of me again. Izanami exclaimed, Sorry, I got so excited I forgot you were here. Izanagi thought to himself, No one expected it. Damn, Jirro, you had to be alive. We are the strongest. Izanami and I are happy. You can't just appear and interfere with my reign. Meanwhile, in the Forbidden Universe, Jirro emerged from the dark room where he had remained since the day they took his wife. So long without seeing sunlight. My eyes feel confused. A red and purple lightning flash disappeared, then reappeared where the angels were tormenting Nin. You insignificant angels. Do you even know who you're making cry? The angels looked at the man before them. Grand Priest shouted, Who are you, weakling? You have no presence. You're a disgrace. Mocking, Murno replied, To answer your question, I'm touching this beautiful goddess because I want to. She belongs to me now. No one will stop me. Jirro vanished from their sight and appeared behind Murno. Say that again. Murno was suddenly sent flying by a powerful blow, crashing violently. He screamed in pain. Seeing his brother, Grand Priest shouted, What's wrong with you? He only hit you once. Why are you screaming? This guy is too weak. Murno explained, Brother, I feel a strange energy tearing my body apart from the inside. It hurts so much. Grand Priest, furious, shouted, What kind of tricks are you using, you idiot? No one makes a fool of my family. Nin, with tears in her eyes, looked at the man who was her father. She said, shaken, They're very strong. You don't stand a chance here. They're going to kill you. She stared at him once more and murmured, Your hair, your eyes, what happened to them? Is it really you, Dad?
Without answering the angels, he slowly walked toward his daughter, placed his hand on her head, and said with a smile, "Of course it's me. I'm glad you're okay. Looks like I arrived just in time. They didn't manage to hurt you. You've grown so much. You look just like your mother." Nin asked, "Why did you only appear today, right when we're about to die? I wish I could have spent more time with you, Dad." He replied, "Hey, calm down. These insects aren't going to kill anyone, understood? And I'm sorry for not being a good father to you and Yugji." Grand Priest shouted, "You dare turn your back on me? Then die!" He launched a beam of energy straight at Jirro. Nin screamed, "Dad, no!" Without even turning around, Jirro raised his hand behind him. The energy beam collided with it and disappeared instantly. Shocked, she said, "What did you just do, Dad?" Jirro didn't turn around. He slowly walked toward the angels and said, "I'm going to finish this. I need to help Goku and your brother. Izanami and Izanagi, you will pay for your stupidity. You've enjoyed everything created by Kana for far too long. It's time to collect the debt." Hearing this, Nin thought, "What is he talking about? I don't understand. Those angels are extremely strong, and he ignores them like they're insects." After Jirro's arrival, Nin no longer felt the overwhelming pressure of the angels. Vados asked, "Who is that man? Why is he helping us?" Nin replied, "He's my father, but he's acting strange. There's no way he can defeat them." Meanwhile, Murno recovered from Jirro's blow and shouted, "Enough playing around. Brother, let's finish this." Confused, Grand Priest thought, "How strange. My energy didn't even scratch him." Jirro spoke coldly, "Idiotic angels, before we begin, let me clarify something. If you're still able to move, it's because I'm allowing it. If I increase my power even a little, my daughter would be terrified, and that angel would be traumatized for the rest of her life. At the same time, I want to make you suffer like never before. I won't kill you quickly. I'm in a hurry, but I trust that Goku and Yugji aren't that weak. They'll be fine while I waste a few minutes torturing pathetic beings like you." The angels flew high above the planet, forming a massive sphere of destructive energy. Terrified, Nin said, "Dad is going to die. That power is too great." Vados stood in front of Nin and said, "Use my body without hesitation. Save your father. Save one of the people you love the most." "No, I'll have to do it. I really don't want to lose my father." Jirro shouted, "Stop. Trust me. You can't even sense my energy because you're too weak. My power is beyond your understanding." She thought, "We're weak? What are you talking about, Dad? Those angels are terrifying, and even they can't perceive your power." Grand Priest shouted, "Die, you bastard! Receive the combined Hakai of the strongest angels!" The destructive energy descended toward Jirro. Jirro laughed and said, "Powerful Hakai? Don't make me laugh. Who do you think invented that technique of mass destruction? Didn't your parents teach you? I created that technique." The angel replied, "I know everything about Hakai. It was created by an ancient demon, but that's not you. You're just a damned loudmouth. I am the greatest, the strongest being in this universe." Just as the energy was about to hit Jirro, it was blown away by a simple breath from him. Vados had her eyes closed, trembling. "It's impossible. What terrifying power does he have? Is he really real?" Nin opened her eyes and saw her father unharmed, the energy dispersing across the planet. She asked softly, "What did you do, Dad? How did you get rid of that power?" Vados said, "He just blew, and the energy was repelled. You said your father was weak. How could you say something like that? I'm sure he's far stronger than your brother. I've never seen anything like this." Nin murmured, "I didn't lie. I truly don't know my father. He didn't have this kind of power." Jirro suddenly appeared behind the angels. "That was your strongest attack? You call yourselves the strongest? You should kneel before me and ask for mercy. Grand Priest was instantly slammed into the ground, crushed by immense pressure, and kept him on his knees, unable to move. And you prepare to feel true terror. Minorn was frustrated and attacked, striking Jirro repeatedly in the face, but Jirro didn't even react.
Jirro said, "If you touch my face again, your arm will turn into black dust. Shut up." The angel punched him again, and his arm instantly disintegrated into atoms.
"My arm! What did you do?"
Murno shouted. "I warned you, you didn't listen.
"But it wouldn't have mattered.
You're going to die here."
Murno trembled uncontrollably. He couldn't sense Jirro's energy, but just looking into his eyes filled him with terror. He tried to escape the planet, flying into space, but suddenly Jirro appeared in front of him. "You're slow. Trying to run away? Don't you value your life?" Terrified, Murno moved in every direction at high speed, but Jirro kept appearing in front of him. "Enough. Stop moving." The angel froze instantly. "I didn't want to release my power on the planet, but here you'll learn what it feels like to die from pure pressure." Jirro began releasing more of his energy. The angel screamed louder and louder, his bones being crushed because of the peer pressure that is being released by Jirro, into dust until he completely disappeared. "What happened? You seemed so strong when you were arrogantly hurting my daughter. Where did that bravery go? What's wrong? You can't speak. You're just a coward. Not even a dragon will be able to revive you." Jirro released more of his powers. In the next instant, Jirro returned to the planet. Grand Priest thought, "How can I be this stupid? I didn't even know her father existed. No wonder he's so strong." Jirro said, "Now it's your turn. Your presence disturbs my daughter and contaminates the planet she lives on." Grand Priest was scared. He begged, "Please, spare my life. I didn't understand your greatness. If I contaminated your planet, I'll leave immediately. I swear you'll never see me again." Jirro replied coldly, "You're joking. You made many mistakes. Mistake number 1, and the most important, you attacked my daughter. Mistake number 2, you believed I would not be able to protect her. And your third mistake was ignoring the existence of the demon who created Hakai." The angel vanished instantly, without even being struck. The planet trembled slightly. Jirro said, "I've been asleep for so long, I've lost some control over my demon eyes. I almost destroyed a planet. I need to be more careful." He returned to Neon and said, "I've killed those 2. You're safe now. But I can't trust anyone anymore. Go help your brother. Meanwhile, I'll create a barrier of destruction that no one can cross. Or don't even think about approaching it. Their bodies will disintegrate." Jirro flew beyond the planet's atmosphere, surrounding the entire forbidden universe with his energy. A red and purple flash streaked across space at incredible speed, distorting reality itself. "I've lost my dimension-shifting ability, but I'm still the fastest being that exists." Neon said happily, "My dad is amazing!" Meanwhile, in another dimension, Goku and Yugji encounter a beautiful girl. Goku said, "Hey, do you feel that?" "Yes, it's an incredible key, nothing compared to Medusa."